Kevin, pump this pump. Click this pump. This pump. Into that head. Kevin, pump this pump. Click this pump. Pump into that head. Kevin, pump. Pump. Click this pump. Pump into that head. Kevin, pump. Pump.
All right. What's up, everybody? So first things first, the Discord people cannot be heard, so I need to fix that. And I think I taught myself how to fix it by doing this and then doing this and then going over here to do this like that, and then we do that. Somebody talk.
Hello?
Yeah.
Yay!
Winak, thank you for the resub.
Okay.
All right, so we're
Quiet
here,
for a minute.
everybody. Let me change over
Oh,
to...
I'm sorry. Well, Drake, you gotta keep me in on these pranks before I fuck them up.
I was trying telepathically, but you had your headset off.
That's true.
All right, everybody, welcome to the Big Fit 5 anniversary show. All things Fantasy Grounds talk show is meant to teach and help with the opinions stated by the show. People are not that of USA LLC or Fantasy Grounds or DM's Guild or The Forge or anything. We have to say that in case we say some, like I say fuck or something, and then somebody reports me. Nobody gives a shit because it's an adult show. And we do have a special
Mostly
guest.
adults.
Huh?
Well, we're mostly adults. I mean, sometimes
mostly adults.
Yeah.
Requiem of Madam, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. So I'm going to introduce our special guest right after I introduce our hosts. And everybody's here today. Fury Fate, how are you?
I'm great. I just saw the Ant-Man movie.
Oh, good. I hope you had fun. I'm going to wait till it comes on Disney Plus because I don't go to the movie theater anymore. Unless it's James Bond, Indiana Jones, or Star Wars. Thank you.
Okay.
Drake, how are you?
I'm doing good. Happy Sunday. How are you, Rob? And good.
Thanks for
good that
asking.
you're back.
It sounds like I might
back.
be in a hurry.
He
and
did. Robin, he did.
I know he did. He went there.
He went there.
It sounds like I'm in a
Uh-oh,
hurry and I'm not. I'm
what is
just excited. Because I had a
Right.
vacation, and as you see in the spreadsheet,
And he
right
put
there, I had a
pants
vacation.
on. He put.
I
pants
do not
on.
have
Told me
pants
to
on.
put
I will tell you.
Oh, shit.
I have
Robin.
pants
That's
on.
why he's excited.
How are you?
I'm doing good. I would ask you how you are, but Drake already did.
Drake
so
already fucked that up,
He
didn't
didn't answer though. He didn't answer. He's
How are
waiting
you,
for
Rob?
to answer.
I'm good. And we have with us this evening the OG of creator of the show. He and I created this show 5 years ago. We started broadcasting it on February 11th, 2018. Mr. Leroon, the founder and creator of Fantasy Grounds Academy. How are you, sir?
I am doing okay. Excited to be here. Hello, everyone. Checking out, let's see, the Cyberpunk rule set, Alien, and Fallout currently.
Ooh,
nice.
those are the newest ones, yeah.
Ooh.
So here's the thing. We started doing this show, for those of you that have been around for this long, we were doing the show on Sundays and Tuesdays, and we did that for about a month and a half, and we were like, fuck this. So we just went to all Sundays in April of that year. But this is show 231. And since the beginning of 2018, when we started, I have been taking breaks. Normally, my standard break is between Christmas and Super Bowl-ish. So as you can see, the first year, at the beginning of 2019, I took 5 weeks off. And then 2020 was actually only 3 weeks. Because we had a special, the 100th show was Doug Davison, and I'd already booked him for that, and we didn't want to not do that one, so we had him. We'll never have him back. We don't need him anymore. And then
Hey, there's the Robin show.
Oh, there is the Robin show.
Yep, 3/8.
Yeah, there it is, Robin. March of 20, you were a guest, and then you became
2020.
you became a host the next week.
Yeah, because it was. Yeah, I remember.
And then Robin and I hit it off really good, and we started doing a Wednesday bullshit show, and we did that for about 6 months or so.
And that's when I stepped down because
that became.
Yeah, Leroon went up through
that day.
day. Yes.
Yeah.
Wow, Leroon disliked me so much.
No,
he left
it's
me
not.
Yeah, I
alone.
just
He did not.
frickin'
No,
loathed her.
look, Robin was the guest, and Leroon was not on the show. He left the week before. He was like,
Right.
That's it. I'm out.
Fuck it. I've had
Fuck
it.
it. And then let's see. In 2021, I took 6 weeks, and then in 2022, I took 7 weeks, and then this year, I took 8 weeks.
Wow.
But it's just,
Wow.
it's all based on like what day of the week does Christmas fall. See, Christmas was actually a Sunday, right? So I don't do a show that day, and then I don't do it through Super Bowl. So it just happened to be that it was 8 weeks. That would be the most I would ever do. P.S. It wasn't long enough. But I am excited to be back, everybody.
Well, it's good you did because you would have had to have a stupid OGL show. So good on you.
Right. And today what we're going to do, we did this before in September. Robin put together some trivia stuff, so we're going to do it today.
Sure did.
Robin, if you want to share your screen, I'll go
I
over
am.
to that whenever you... Oh, you are.
I
You
already
did.
am.
Okay. And here's what we're going to do, everybody. We're going to do trivia. And what I will do, what did we do last time? If the person got the answer right, I gave them a prize.
Well, no. Last time I was I was keeping track of your guys' scores, and I think you were just giving away things after every question randomly to chat.
Oh, right, because I was thinking while I was in the showers when I was thinking of this, because that's where I do all my thinking. Well, there's another place. It's just in the same room, but I won't be so crass. But I was remembering, like, people are on their phones or they're on their internet, they're on their PC on their desk or whatever, and then in everybody's internet connection. So to kind of have a thing where we throw a question out and the first person to answer wins, that is kind of not that fair because people are at different, you know what I mean? But it is still fun to throw it out to see what people say in the chat. So we'll do that. So you're going to keep track of our scores. And then...
Yes, sir.
And then I'm going to give away a prize. And then here's what we'll do. But what did we do last time? I just can't remember. Because we did give away...
I just asked you guys a question. You answered, and then if you guys were right, I would be like, okay, Fury got that one correct, gave her a point. I had like a little spreadsheet. But then people in chat were answering anyways, like you said, and then we just gave away a prize like after we asked a question or two. I don't remember how exactly it went, but it was frequent.
I think
Sounds
what I'll
fun.
do is we'll do the thing, we'll have some fun, and then what I think I'll do is we'll do a drawing for an insanity package, and then I'll give everyone in the chat something. Everyone who's here.
Fair enough.
So everybody who's here wins. So there you go. You're going to win no matter what. Boom. All right, let's do it. Let me go over here and look at this. Where's Robin's? Is this it? Yeah. Okay, is this it? Okay, here we go. What was the first hardcover adventure that WotC published for D&D 5e? I know the answer to this. Now, are we supposed to blurt it out, or do we...
What do you guys want?
I guess we like I'll say ding and
ding. Okay.
Yeah,
and then
you
I'll
can
call
go.
the first
Okay.
ding I hear. Sure.
So,
I like to defer to the people in the chat, but that's fine. Yeah.
First
Oh, yeah, I
hardcover
guess-
adventure that WotC published for D&D 5e.
I guess what you guys should do in the chat, maybe do this. Everybody that's in the chat, type your answer, but don't hit enter, and then type your answer, and then after Robin says what the answer is, then hit enter, and we'll see what all you guys said. That'll be fun.
Oh yeah, I like
Yeah.
that. That could work.
So
wouldn't mind-
I
okay,
don't
wouldn't
know.
so
mind.
I feel like people could quickly type out.
True. I
somewhere.
mean, I
Well,
say
yeah, but
chat.
I mean,
you
if-
guys just go for it. Blurt
They're
your shit
only
out,
cheating
chat. They're
them.
on a delay anyways.
All right.
So.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna
Moscow
say that
said
that
ding.
was.
I want to know what
All
Moscow
right,
knows.
Moskifaz, what you got? What you got? What you got? And
Horde of the
then-
Dragon Queen shitty.
What is LOTCS, Drake?
Well, I guess I didn't get it then. If you don't know what it is,
What is it?
Legacy
That's
of the
the-
Crystal Shard.
Yeah.
Was that a
Legacy of the Crystal-
hardcover? Hardcover adventure?
Well,
That's not even 5e.
What do you?
Is it
what
5e?
do you-
yeah.
GW. Yeah.
Well,
it is.
technically it was
GWD 005
D&D
got he got it right. It's the bubble.
See.
So it's not
No.
Fandelver because that's not a
It's not
hardcover. It was the
Fandelver
one I said,
either.
wasn't it, Robin?
What'd you say? I'm sorry.
Dragon Queen.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I think that's what Thelgor is saying as well. It was Horde of the Dragon Queen, so
Delgar wins.
it was published on August 19th,
I don't know.
2014.
Does Tyranny of the Dragon's Adventure count? I mean,
Yeah,
I
it
wanna
was
know.
the first hardcover adventure for D&D 5e. You
Is
can
it supposed to
Wikipedia
be,
this
what is
shit.
it about the Dragon Queen? Something about the Dragon Queen? Doesn't even say anything about the Dragon Queen.
All right,
What
moving on.
was the, here, I'm gonna do a supplemental. Wait, go back, Robin. Go back. I'm gonna do a supplemental question on this. What was the first good hardcover adventure that WotC published for D&D 5e? And my answer is
Wow.
Princes of the Apocalypse. Thank you.
Okay.
Now,
No. Okay,
I would
Robin, go ahead.
say my answer for your question would be, you know, I'm really weird and I really liked Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Okay, moving on.
Oh my God, that was like many years in.
I know.
Shit.
Curse of Strahd. I
Wow.
would have to say Curse of
Curse of
Strahd.
Strahd is, but
Oh, Curse of Strahd is pretty good,
Princess
yeah.
was first, but those are my two favorites. Okay, here we go. How many
All right.
conditions detailed in the player's handbook can you name?
8.
Oh my
I got
God.
it first.
Okay,
All right, Drake.
Go ahead, Drake.
Well, you didn't say I had to name them correctly, though, right?
Just name them.
And there may be more than 8, but I
Mhm.
can name 8 of them.
the name 8 that you know.
Wait, you're putting me on the spot here.
All right,
with 8
everybody
names.
needs to just fucking calm down.
Well, you
So,
said you know
you
8.
got, I do know 8. I can name 8. I just,
Drake,
right,
you're
let's
saying
hear
you can
it.
name 8 for 35 minutes. Name them.
are you giving a prize out if I get them all, or what?
No.
Is that what's gonna happen?
No.
I'm gonna give everyone but you a prize. Yeah.
Swift
This is
picking a rare.
amazing.
They just said I had to pick a number. I wasn't really ready to name them.
Well, I mean, come on, you have to.
No,
name
it
them
says
if
how
you
many
know them.
conditions can you name, not how many
And I
conditions
said
are.
8. I
Okay,
think
then
8
name
is
8.
how many I can name.
Can you name them, please? Look, I'm the moderator of this trivia night. So
I'll take
can you
over,
please
Drake. If
name...
you don't want to do it, I'll do it.
I failed. I only got
I should
one.
reword the question. You guys did this shit to me last time. You were so pedantic about how the questions were worded.
No, I got it, Robin. I'm ready. Okay, here we go.
All right, let's go.
Rob's gonna name them
Prone.
all because he's typed them.
Prone,
no.
okay.
Okay, prone.
Prone, love it. Okay.
Okay.
Go through the P's.
Okay. Blinded.
Okay.
Deafened.
Mm-hmm.
Restrained.
Are you having like performance anxiety or
Grappled.
something?
No, I'm trying to
It's hard.
I'm trying to see them and grappled. Isn't grappled a condition?
I'm
Yes,
stoking.
it is.
Okay. And
keep
then
going.
the one where
Tyrant's a
you're
troll.
frozen, petrified.
Okay.
That's 6. I have I'm like a 5-year-old. I got my one hand and then a thumb. That's 6. And then now I'm playing the alphabet game. Give me a second here.
Did he say poisoned yet?
No, I didn't say poison. Poison.
Oh,
There you go. I'm
Okay,
helping
now you guys can
along.
help me out. I was in the
Yeah,
P's
yeah.
too. River.
Paralyzed.
Mosk and Foz, go ahead and
unconscious.
type yours out. Mosk and Foz can name 11 in chat, but you guys carry on.
Fury, what was that last one?
Unconscious. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
good one.
unconscious. I should have thought of that when I thought of prone.
How
Charmed.
many have you guys named?
Ooh,
I
charmed.
don't know.
Silence.
Silence? Is
Zayshawn. That's a
silence
good
one?
one.
Silenced is not a condition
Oh, Zayshawn.
listed in player's
no,
handbook.
nothing.
it should be.
Exhausted.
It
is
should be,
also
I
not a
agree, but it's
condition.
not.
Deafened, I
It's like
said.
Deafened.
Deafened.
Clancy.
We got deafened already.
Exhausted is not a
yeah,
condition.
that's correct.
Stunned.
Exhausted is a condition
Oh, is
listed in
it?
the player's
Stunned
handbook.
is a good one.
Yep, stunned. Mhm.
Surprise.
Oh, look at Notham over there.
He's like
Poison,
6 levels
stunned,
of
restrained,
exhaustion.
prone.
Bitches.
6 levels of exhaustion. Grappled,
Invisible.
unconscious, petrified,
Invisible.
deaf, charmed, blind, frightened, incapacitated, invisible. Yep. Let's see. 1,
Intoxicated.
2, 3, 4.
Frightened.
5,
Oh yeah, wow.
6,
We
7,
don't know
8,
fucking
9,
shit, you
10,
guys.
11, 12, 13. Man,
Intoxicated
Notham
is
almost
poison.
had them all. There are 15 conditions detailed
Wow.
in the player's handbook. You guys ready?
Damn.
Weepy.
Yes, I
That's
wanna
one.
know.
Weepy. I saw that in the Cinderella movie.
Are we
Blind,
gonna say sleepy,
charmed,
dopey?
deafened,
There they are.
exhaustion,
Blinded,
frightened,
charmed,
grappled, incapacitated, invisible, paralyzed, petrified, poison, prone, restrained, stunned, and unconscious. 15.
I got almost half.
I wouldn't even
Yeah.
have thought of invisible. That's one that I wouldn't have thought of at all.
Yeah, they need to add silence and get rid of exhaustion because exhaustion has 6 different variations. That should be a whole thing in
Yes,
itself.
I agree.
It's gonna have 10. If it's gonna have 10 if it goes through the play test.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be interesting. All right, next
It's
question.
gonna be a -1 per point though.
Oh,
right?
jeez.
In the Dragonlance campaign setting, what is the name of the race of walrus-like humanoids?
Ding. I don't know.
Ooh, I know. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Or
All right.
or
Go ahead.
Those
Flavor.
would be the Thanoi.
That is correct. Thanoi.
Whoa.
The
Thanoi. Oh, and
Thanoi.
I would have
See,
spelled
they-
it with an O-Y. I would have been not a.
They're
not
my
only don't
favorite.
know,
I've been working on them lately.
Can't even spell.
Well done.
So do you give them a fish
Layroon
if
gets
they
a
do the-
whole point.
Yay!
You got a
ding,
question correct.
ding. Probably the only one.
You know
Yeah.
what? I have 6. I have
Wait,
a
no.
point for the first question, and
Rob
then I
got
have
the
6.
first one.
I have
Okay.
6/15ths of a point for the second.
I didn't know where to point for any of that. Okay. All right.
Oh
moving
wait,
on.
that's I need to reduce that. That would be 2/5, wouldn't it? 2/5. Yeah. All right.
What
What year
year?
did Gary Gygax and David? I know this.
All right.
Can
Go
I
ahead.
say it? 1974.
Mhm. 1974.
74. Now, how do I
You
know
are
that?
Good
Because
job,
I'm a
Nothing.
nerd, but I have a tattoo on my left arm of
Oh my god.
the Star Trek.
Really? So basically, you have cheated. You have answers on your arm.
No, you gotta let me finish my.
No,
thing.
no. That sounds like cheating to have
No,
answers on your
you
arm.
gotta let me finish. Then it'll all become clear. On my
Okay.
left arm, I have a Star Trek tattoo and I got that in 2016 because of the 50th anniversary of Star Trek. On my right arm, I have nothing. There's nothing there. But I plan on getting the Dungeons and Dragons ampersand next year for the 50th anniversary of Dungeons and Dragons.
Nice.
Oh,
nice.
okay. So
Love
you're
it.
planning.
Don't do
It
it.
wasn't cheating. Yeah, I'm not
At
on
what
my right arm.
level?
It just says
Answers on-
1974. There's no explanation. At what levels do cleric gain domain spells? Oh, snap!
Well,
I
Ding?
might not know this. I know it's
Period.
one of 2
Er.
answers, but yeah, I
I
would
heard a
say.
ding from Period.
Oh,
Yeah. I want to. No, I'm confused.
Say that. Say that. Yes, that's it. Say
I'm
it.
saying level 1. I'm saying
Yes,
level 1.
I think that's it.
That's
No.
part of the answer. Any more?
What? Oh, you want to know? Okay, it's level
all
1.
the levels. Okay,
level-
so
level-
hold on. No,
Okay,
I
go
said
ahead,
ding
go ahead.
first, motherfucker. Shut the fuck up.
It's my show, goddammit. Okay, motherfucker,
So-
shutting up.
Right? 1, 3, 6.
Nope.
Shit, no. Damn it. Okay,
Okay,
Anyone
can I
else?
try?
Yep. Go ahead. Shoot
it's
for it.
already in chat. It's already in
1.
chat.
They could be wrong.
1,
Oh, that's true.
6. Oh, that's wrong, isn't it?
Wrong. You're wrong. Yep,
Okay,
you're wrong.
but I know what it is. It's the levels. Okay, so you get the first level, third level, 5th level, 7th level, 9th level spells. So that's got to be level 1, level 5, level 11, level 15, level 19.
You're wrong.
No way. No.
Boom.
Is
Anyone else?
Simbarchi right? Oh.
Simbarchi is correct. First level, third level, 5th level, 7th level, and 9th level. Those are the
Good
levels
job.
that clerics
Good
gain
job.
domain spells. See? it's
Oh,
all in
and
word.
yeah, I was doing that thing where like you get a 3rd level spell at 5th level.
No, they get a 2nd level spell at 3rd level. They get a 3rd level spell at 5th level. They
Right,
get a
I
4th
was
level
doing
spell
the-
at 7th level.
But
and
you
a
see
5th
what I
level
was
spell at
doing.
9th
I was
level.
doing it for every other class, right? I was fucking
But-
with that. Way.
Dang. All right.
Nice.
good question,
okay,
by the way.
This was the first card I made, so that's why it looks different. With the
Oh,
Q
yeah,
front.
I'm out.
All right, don't fucking judge me, okay?
I don't know. I can maybe name one.
Name all the
Oh.
chromatic dragon types and the damage type associated with each.
Shit.
Mm.
I can name all the types. I just don't know all the
Brown
damage types
dragon is
associated.
shit.
Give it a
dude.
try.
Brown dragon is
Brown.
shit.
There's no.
Sorry, I should have specified in the monster manual.
Mhm.
None of the
Oh.
extra ones.
There's
Just
white, red,
standard ones.
blue,
I was just helping.
green.
Fury said shit, and that's brown dragon.
White, red, blue, green, and. Oh wait,
Well, if you're
come on,
saying white,
you'll get there.
green
White, I know
and
what the other one is. If
black.
that's what he's
and black.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know their damage types?
Cold is white, red is fire, blue is lightning, or lightning. Green is gas.
Acid. Or poison.
Is
right?
Green is gas.
poison, yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Poison's
Poison.
gas.
And black is
Dragonlance.
necrotic, isn't it? Necrotic, I think.
No.
Oh, there's a
I'll give
difference
you
between
half a point
Sorry.
though, Drake, because you did pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Gorvidal.
Black
Gorvidal.
is acid as well.
Yep.
Acid.
Black
yeah.
is acid. Yep.
Acid.
So
Green
chat,
I
is
didn't know there
pouring
was
gas.
a difference. I didn't know there was a difference between poison and acid.
chat's up to 2 points.
Yeah.
Tied
Chad
with
is
Rob.
smart.
Yep.
Sweet.
Oh no, sorry, 3 points. I can count.
Oh, boo. Okay, well then just give me 3.
Good questions, Robin.
I knew
I
brown
like
shit. I knew
Bessie
that one.
Fresh. I like
The-
Bessie Fresh's answer. Red dragon is
uh,
blood.
There's your answer.
good
Red
dragons
fire,
are
white, blue,
harder.
black acid, green poison, blue lightning.
Correct.
You sound like you're doing the Lucky Charms, Robin.
None takes
lightning
me
is
like a
delicious.
charm.
And blue lightning.
And blue lightning is
So then-
delicious.
Okay, those are the chromatic. What are the prismatic? Those are the gold, bronze, dragon.
Okay, I know the answer
Metallic.
to that.
Oh god,
metallic.
the PC
In
alignment.
FGU, what tab of the 5e character sheet has input fields for a player character's
know that.
alignment? All right, Rob.
Notes.
That is correct. Ding ding
Boom.
ding ding. There's a point for
The
Rob.
problem is you never click that one first. You always click like 2 more first. before you find
I
that.
always forget
Oh.
this, which is why I made
After
it.
7
Wow.
years or 8 years, however long it's been, when we're playing, every single time I go to like try to find the inventory tab or the abilities tab, I always click up and down that thing. I can never find. I guess I
Yep.
can't read sideways. Apparently, is what's happening.
Well, if you use an extension, it might not even be that anymore.
That is true. That is true. Yep.
Oh boy.
All right. In the
All right.
5e Player's Handbook, what creatures are listed in the Find Familiar spell?
I do not know this.
Oh, there's like 6 of them, like frog.
Hold on, you have to
Snake.
say ding. You have to
Like
say
that.
ding.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ding. I don't know.
Drake.
Thank you.
Ding, I don't know.
Can you name any?
Yes, I can name one. Cat.
I can.
Cat
I
is
can
correct.
name-
I can name a
Frog.
couple.
Drake said frog. Is
Frog
that
is
true?
correct. That is
that
correct.
true?
That is correct.
Is there a
There's
type of
also-
bird?
Owl.
Yeah, an
Owl
owl.
is correct.
Yeah,
Yep.
we play with Owl Pacino. Yeah.
Snake.
Snake
Snake
is
is
correct.
one of them.
Yep. Yep.
An owl
Hawk. There's a
Mouse
hawk.
is not correct.
or rat.
Is
No,
there a
Rat.
it's a
hawk?
Rat
weasel.
is correct.
It's a-
Hawk is correct.
it's a-
Yes.
And a
That's
weasel.
6.
Weasel is correct.
That's
Yep.
7. How many are there?
A lot.
Oh,
And
jeez.
wolf.
Oh.
Wolf is one of them.
Wolf is not
No.
correct.
Really?
What?
Notham says bat.
Bat is
Bat is
correct.
That is correct.
Weird.
Pseudo dragon. Is pseudo dragon one of them?
No, it is not
Uh,
listed
not-
in the player's
Oscar
handbook.
Foz, you failed me, sir.
What about a PSDO dragon? What about that one?
No.
Because that's what he typed in.
I know what he meant
Pseudo?
though.
I know.
All right, you guys want to see the whole list?
Yeah, I want
Department
to
of-
see it.
I wanna
Look how
We're
know
gonna
the
give
list.
small
this
the green
point
font's
to
gonna be on
no
this.
one. No one gets this point. Bat, cat, crab, frog,
Octopus.
parentheses, toad,
What?
hawk, lizard, octopus, owl, poisonous, snake, fish, parentheses, quipper, rat, raven, seahorse, spider, or weasel. I looked it up in my
You know-
physical copy of the player's handbook
Wow.
today. So
I'm gonna tell you,
You know,
something,
next time
Robin.
I play a wizard, I'm gonna cast seahorse and have a bag.
You
Carry around a seahorse.
Robin gets -1 point for not having the Oxford comma in her list.
Okay, all
Shame.
right, I know. And you know, it's so funny because I am such a fan of the Oxford comma, and I literally write products for a living. And the Oxford comma is, you know, Chicago Manual of Style. It's in WotC's style sheets. Okay, just listen. I made these at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon after I took my kids to Legoland. Thank you very much. Okay.
Wait, there's a
Hey,
Legoland
hey.
in Chicago?
Yes, there is.
How long's it been
Because
there?
I have two of my kids, their birthdays are a week apart, so we just did a joint
Cool.
birthday party.
I know about the one in California, but I did not know that Illinois.
Yeah,
had
yeah,
one.
we got a nice one here in Chicago.
can-
Oh,
You can-
interesting.
You could build a bear or a space shuttle, whichever you like.
I know the answer to this. I know the answer.
This is a
Ding.
math question. So, Rob,
Yeah, C0.
What?
you are correct. You get a point.
Boom. It's deceiving, isn't it? Because you don't think that.
Yes, it is.
Oh, Robin, that was cool. You went to the
Not-
next slide and it highlighted green. I love it.
I know, right? It's so fancy. Okay.
Because I thought what you would do is make. Okay, never mind.
In FGU, what is this menu style called?
Ding.
Rob,
Radio.
Radio.
it is a radial menu.
Drake, did you say radio?
He did.
Radio.
Radio.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. I did not know the term radio wheel. I've never heard that.
Yes, both are valid.
Yeah. It's like
What?
GIF and GIF, where one is right and one is wrong. What playable
Well,
race
that's
is
debatable.
added in Street? Oh fuck! I know this, but I can't think of this. I can't. I don't. How many points do I have,
Amiiboid.
Robin? 9.
You have 5 points.
Okay.
I
I
thought there was
don't-
more than one.
This is one of those ones where when you
Hey,
guys
There's
say the right
exactly
answer, I'm
one.
gonna go, yeah, that
Oh,
was it.
it's the one that it's the
Does
Albert,
it
Is it
start-
the hippopotamus?
Nope.
Is
Oh.
Tack right? Is it Owlin?
No, Alan. Yeah.
Owlin is
No,
correct.
the-
Yes, so chat will get the
the
point for
owl.
this one.
Jack
I
got me
never.
right.
I
It is
would have. You could
Owlin.
have given me a million
I-
years. I would have never got that.
I just pictured an owl head. That's all I can imagine. an
Yeah.
owl
I'm gonna
here.
say right now, even though I've done codes for it and everything, I'm gonna say right now that Owlin is a word I've never seen, which I have, but it just doesn't do anything for me.
I mean, it's like catkin. You know, they were just trying to
Yeah.
add that,
Yep.
suffix to the word owl.
I really thought the rabbit thing came
Ding!
in.
I know
Rabbit
this
took-
one.
Well, let me
Ding,
read it
yeah.
first. In AD&D, what does THAC 0 stand for? That's how it should be pronounced. Fucking fight me.
Thaco.
Ow.
Can I answer that? Ding.
Yes.
2-hit armor class 0.
You're correct, but chat typed it first, so I'm going to give them the point.
No, here's the thing.
Yay.
I dinged way before chat.
Yeah, but they said it first.
But I didn't have a chance to say it.
Now you're tied with chat. I'm kidding, Rob.
So
I'll
now, from
also
now
give
on,
you a
I'm going to go
point.
ding, and then I'm just going to say the answer.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm just messing with you. Okay.
Just pause chat, Rob. You're a moderator. Right? Just pause
I don't
chat.
know how to do that.
Hey, fuck you, bitches.
All right.
You know,
By the
I
way,
could
don't go
turn
yet,
chat to
Robin.
just
Don't go.
emotes
Wait.
only.
That's
So-
actually
Screw them
all
over.
of the questions. That's all of them.
Oh,
that's
I
okay.
told you I only did
So-
12. I'm sorry. I thought I'd
Thac
take all of
0.
your-
Wow, 12,
No,
and I
that's
got
great.
9. Wow. Thac 0 is, you're saying that's how, is that, did like somebody, does Gary Gygax say that's how you say it, or what's
No,
going on?
I'm saying that's how it should be pronounced because it stands for to hit armor class 0.
Not oh.
So when you've
And 0
given-
starts with the letter Z. So really, if you want to do letters only, it should be Thax. I'm
Okay, but
just
listen.
saying.
So, but listen. So when you've ever given out your phone number to somebody or a zip code or anything with a string of numbers, you've never said a 0. You've never said O ever in your life.
No, I say 0.
Okay, I think you're lying.
Well, his-
It is 8, 6, 7,
Moskin
5.
Rob's
Pause.
cell phone number is ROBB.
Moskin Foz played "Hello, Motherfucker" for 100 bits. Thank you,
Yeah.
Moskin Foz.
Like there's a
Excuse
0
me,
in my
Rob-
address. In my
Robin was
home
in the
address.
Signal Corps. She says 0.
Yeah, and I was in the army, and on the radio you say 0.
I
Well,
say
at least
O.
you don't say ought.
Ought. Oh God.
It's
0 ought.
It's 2-hit armor class Oscar. Thank you.
Osprey.
I like
Tango
Dolphin's
Hotel
name.
Alpha Charlie
said.
Oscar.
Yeah.
It's gonna be Thaxed.
Whiskey
that's the
Tango
name
Fox.
now.
Ooh, I like that. What you said military letters, so
Yeah.
Tango.
No,
Hotel
but I was
Alpha
only
Charlie
doing the
Oscar.
0 for the
Mhm.
for the
Like one of my favorite sayings is Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, which
Yeah.
is WTF. Yeah. okay,
people that
alright.
I've had people say that to me, and then I've stopped them and I say,
Oscar
do
Mike
you-
Golf.
do you no, but people use Whiskey Tango Foxtrot
Wow.
that were not in the military and they don't know
True.
what they're saying, and they don't, and I go,
Yeah.
do you know what
Me-
that is? And they
True.
go, yeah. They say
There's
it
a
means,
show. There's a TV show. Whiskey
Is
Tango.
there?
people go, it
Yes.
means, and then but what the funny part of the story is when I tell them, those are the military call letters for the letters WTF. Do you know what WTF means? And they go, yeah, what the fuck? And I go, that's what you're saying. And they look on their faces. They're like, oh my God, I had no idea I was saying that. Yeah, it's funny.
I didn't mean to offend anybody in chat with my pronunciation of Thac Zero. You guys are more than welcome to say.
I think another reason people say Thaco is it's quicker. It's shorter.
It's faster.
It's
yeah,
faster.
I get it.
Hey, there was
I never
quicker,
played this
shorter, and
edition, so
faster.
I can do whatever the fuck I want.
Robin, thank you for making those questions. Thank
You're
you so much.
welcome.
Hey,
It was
fun.
Robin,
Yay.
awesome.
Yeah, those were
Hey.
good questions. by the way.
Thanks.
Did-
I do
did-
love
did I
trivia.
get a
This is my
prize?
jam.
I
Rob
showed up.
technically
Did I get a
won, but
prize?
I want to say that chat won. So
P.S.
All right, Chad is the
That
winner.
that system, by the way, was monstrably horrible to hit armor class 0.
yeah, I
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
like
it was
I think
stupid.
I don't know if Gygax was either like
Well, they
a
use
genius.
calculators.
Maybe he thought I'm going to come up with something so fucking difficult that people hate that
Uh,
if they stick with it, they're going to be fans forever. You know, that kind of thing. I don't know.
I just had a little chart that I had right in my notebook, and when we were in combat, I would just look at the chart. Is somebody pouring a Slurpee or something?
Someone's slurping a coffee.
Requiem
No, I'm
of a
sorry. There's
Madman.
like I have tissue paper in front of me and I was moving it. I think
I
that's
don't know. Oh, it's ASMR now. I don't
Nothing
know.
has
what
a
Moving it with your
guys.
mic?
Lords of Creation is.
Bonus-
I don't know.
bonus
it's
round,
really
bonus
close
round.
to my face.
Notham's question
Oh,
in
Notham
chat.
has his own. Okay.
What is the publication
Let's see
order
if I
of the
can do
5
this.
original D&D supplements?
I don't even know that I can name
Wow.
them.
I don't know if I could either.
What?
So there was
So you had Sword Coast Adventurer's Guide is one, right?
was there Oriental
I think
Adventures?
they mean original.
I had
D&D.
that one.
Okay.
OD&D.
Got it. Yeah,
There
that's a good
was.
question.
Well, are you
Uh,
counting
from
like
the
Monster
Oldest
Manual
to
and-
the newest, that was the order. Yeah. See?
Yeah, like Notham. If you type the titles, I'll tell you what order they came in. I can do that, but I don't know. I don't think I can name them. I remember I bought Oriental Adventures at the PX in Korea. I remember that one.
Oh, nice.
That
And
one
I
came
bought,
out
that's
later
where I bought
too.
I bought DL
Pretty
modules
hard.
DL 1 through 16 at the PX, and they
Nice.
didn't sell them bundled, but the PX had them bundled. They had them all shrink wrapped all together, all 16 of them for
Sweet.
like.
The one that you're
For,
talking
like-
about is not even in his list.
Oh, okay. Oh, Jesus.
Notham
Yeah.
says
Yeah.
Greyhawk, Blackmore, Eldritch Wizardry, I think. God, demigods, and heroes.
Oh, you
Swords
mean
and
spells.
fucking original?
school.
Oh shit! I think Blackmore must have been.
Oh,
first.
Well, you
Gee.
said original. The
Yeah,
5
when
original
people-
D&D
yeah.
supplements.
I have a thing in my brain where when people say original, I translate that to AD&D incorrectly. That's what I do in my head.
That's unfortunate. Sounds like a you problem.
Is Blackmore first?
Damn.
Notham? Is
Rob
Blackmore
knows
the-
I love him.
I have to check
So
on it every
out of
couple
all
weeks.
those, I've only heard of Greyhawk, so there you go.
Well,
Yeah,
Blackmore was the. I think
I've heard of
Blackmore
gods,
was the
demigods, and
setting that
heroes.
Dave Arneson had before even D&D came out or something. I don't. fucking
Yes,
know.
I think that is correct.
And I know
Because I was reading about Gary Gygax and Dave Arneson today, trying to think of like a question. Some of them were so like out there. I was like, nobody would know this stuff. So I
Big
just
brain
went with,
box.
what year was it published?
Anybody got any
Notham
good
has a-
D&D stories?
Notham has a badge in chat next to his name called No Audio. What in the fuck is that?
I don't know.
I mean,
Uh,
You can turn on
Good, Notham. How
that
do you have no
badge.
audio on?
Well, there is a deaf Fantasy Ground show, just to let you know.
Yeah, I
Oh.
use closed captions on my stream for viewers who need or want them.
Never figured it out.
oh yeah, BECMI. Well, those are the different. Yes, BECMI. BECMI.
I've
Those
heard
were
of
the
BECMI.
when D&D came when first edition came out. They had basic, expert, companion, master, and immortal.
What is that
Yeah.
for?
That's for the original D&D, I think, or first edition.
Grandpa, explain this to me.
Okay, so they came out with D&D Basic, and then it was like the red book, and then the blue book was, these are soft-bound, maybe 60-page or 40-page books, and then Expert, and then Companion, Master. You can look it up.
Yeah, I don't know.
This
How
one
many
they
editions of
translated.
Basic were there?
Well, jeez.
I mean,
Probably
is
a
it
few.
away a
is it-
prize.
Is it that 5? Isn't it 5? Those ones that he just typed.
I
6.
yeah, I don't know. 6?
What was the other one?
Basic expert companion master. I don't know.
I don't know. Okay, let me see here. We're done with this screen. Let me go back to. What?
I'm just trying to get Chad a prize.
Yeah, let's do that, Rob.
What's this screen? That's my driveway, everybody. Okay, let's
Yeah.
go back to. Let's go to this
least
screen
it's
since we're
dark.
going to do it.
That sucks.
So if you win a prize, so yeah, you choose your prize. You can pick something from the DM's Guild or the Forge. Now, this goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. It has to be something that has my name on it. You can't just go to the DM's
Preferably.
Guild and pick anything. It has to be something I can give you by dealing it out to you through my account.
Yeah, want the watcher's
Uh,
manual,
and-
please?
You'll send me a PM in Discord. So this is everybody that's here. I'm gonna give a secret word. So that when you PM me in Discord, say the secret word. This way, anybody watching the show on YouTube later or whatever, they'll know the secret word, but it'll only work till like for the next 2 hours. So, the secret word is.
Secret word.
No, it's gonna be winner. What McClancy typed. in
Winner?
the chat.
Winner.
Right.
Winner, winner.
So
Winning.
Rob
here's
It's
what
gotta
you
be
do.
spelled that exact way too.
You have to spell it that way. Winner. Winner. I mean, if you don't, at least I'll know you were listening.
WINNAH for those that are.
Yeah. So you
Listening.
PM me in Discord and say, give me the secret word, your email address. Now, if you're taking something from the Forge, I don't need your email address. I need your Fantasy Grounds forum name. That's how they get distributed. And then I am going to do a drawing for one winner who will get the Insanity Bundle, which is everything on the DM's Guild. Unfortunately, there's no such thing on the Forge. There's no bundle that has everything. I can't do that. But I can give you the
Yet.
Insanity Bundle. Not yet. So let's see.
We can hope someday.
This is going to be for
We're
the
hoping they're gonna do some
bundle.
thing else.
Now the
More.
Forge has been in existence for
2 years.
and a half?
it'll
2
be
years?
2 years in July, and they still haven't done any like bundling or anything like that. Okay, here we go.
It'll come.
So the keyword is insane. You have 1 minute to type in the chat the word exclamation point insane.
Insane in the membrane.
And TAC is in, so it is working. People are doing it.
Oh, you share your screen? Well,
I am sharing.
No,
well,
this is the right screen.
Yeah.
The
Oh.
the
The
prize screen,
prize
so
is
that
the
way people know how to
Stream
do
sees
shit.
yeah.
the card.
Oh,
the
he wants to see that one.
Oh, you want to see that? Okay.
Insane in the membrane.
it also costs you about a half of a weekend too to go through all that stuff, but it's fun.
Yeah,
Like
there
Christmas-
are
Ooh.
400 plus titles in that Insanity Bundle.
Yeah, you're like, ooh, another title. Ooh, another
McClancy
title.
10,006 exclamation point already got it. By the way, already is ALRE. I think it's one word.
Well, it depends on how you're using it.
McClancy
Especially
is
if
saying
you're talking.
already. Is everyone ready for this?
Oh,
Got it.
that would be
That's
one
what he
word.
was saying.
Yes, already.
Keyword raffle
But-
close. Only 11 people. Okay, well here we go. Here's the winner.
If you're getting ready to
Uh,
go out and then you say, "I'm all ready," it would
Boom!
be
Farmer
2
Tom,
words.
you win.
All ready.
Farmer
So Farmer
Tom,
Tom,
Vanity Bundle.
congrats.
Wow.
When has
That
he
is
won a
really
prize? Never.
nice.
Sweet.
Your first
Sweet.
prize?
So
What?
Farmer Tom, I will write this down. actually.
Congrats.
Let me go to the.
Farmer Tom, if you need help setting that up, let me know.
There's classes at Saturdays and Tuesdays.
Well, there's stuff in there you probably won't touch for a while, and there's stuff you use all the time. So it just depends on your needs, right?
Indeed.
So if you dump all that stuff in your folder, it may or may not be what you want. Who knows?
Congrats, Virgin.
Or put out or don't put PDFs in your mod folder, please.
Yes. Don't
So-
put
They're
mods in your
lost
extension
forever
folder.
and they break stuff.
Next week we'll
Yep.
get back to regular business.
Yep.
Uh,
Do you guys have a show idea?
no, do you have one? Oh, I don't have a show idea, but I do have an idea for the audience, for the viewing streaming audience. My birthday's Thursday, so if you got a prize for me, send it. Thank you.
You know, Rob, I was thinking about that burrito.
Oh, the burrito. So one year, when was that? Like 3 years ago?
Yeah.
One year, I get a knock at my door. I got a different address now than that time, and Leroon had delivered me this baby arm-sized burrito from someplace here in town.
Yeah.
And and then I think you sent me a message like, "Did you get lunch?" or something like that. And I was like, and then I sat there and ate it, and I was so happy, just because it was
But you
less,
went in a food coma.
right, but it was less the burrito and more that that you took the time to wish me happy birthday. That was awesome, because
Yeah.
I don't have family, I don't have kids, I don't have parents anymore. I have nobody, so only my friends who tell me happy birthday. That's awesome.
I wanted to send you a whoopogram.
A
He gets a warm
whoopogram?
feeling.
Yeah,
He
it's
gets a
when
happy birthday card from his dentist.
well, a
He's like,
radio
"Yeah."
station calls him
Oh,
up.
I hate those. I get one from
Oh.
my insurance agent and from like my bank. I hate those because it's just
Yeah, it's a whoopogram.
it's a we sent this to 1,000 people and you like
Yeah.
it's just the computer
And I like
rips
when
out
it's-
that month.
Your name is a different font than the rest of the letter.
right.
Here,
Oh, and then
Rob
but I do like
Tui.
the
Thank
I'm
you for
signed
your
up for
birthday.
every fast food email you can be.
Oh yeah, he gets the
And
deals.
so you'll get a free this or a free that or but I love the one that Dairy Queen sent me. Buy a Blizzard and get it one free. So I have to get 2 Blizzards. Like what the fuck?
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
And then-
you
Well,
can just
that's
freeze one
they assume
immediately.
that you want, have a friend or something.
It's
Yeah.
like going
A
on a
family,
cruise,
maybe?
Rob.
Fury,
Go
you
by
give me too
yourself,
much credit.
right?
I have
Rob hates
exactly 2
family, Terry.
friends that live in the same town that I do.
Yeah.
That is a good idea though. Maybe I'll take Sven with me. But the other one I got was half
You
an
can feel like a baller and buy him one. I'm buying yours and give him the coupon.
Oh, so there's this fancy dancy restaurant in town called Klinkerdagger. That's the place that I've promised that I would take Fury if
Yes.
she came. Any of you
Is
guys?
this the steak place that I'm
Yeah, it's
eating
a
at
steak
too
place.
when I come?
So they gave me
Yeah,
a $25 coupon for my birthday. So I took my friend Gloria that lives here. That I go to lunch with her maybe once every month or two. She's from my grade school.
Gloria.
Gloria. Oh man, I've never thought of that. And then
Gloria.
so I took her and I said, I'll pay for lunch this time. We trade off. And I said, I'll pay because I got a $25 coupon. So she ordered and I ordered. And like she got like an open face clam vomit sandwich, something. I don't remember what she got. And then I got the,
Lamb vomit.
what do you call it? You
That
dip it in
doesn't
the
sound
au
very
jus,
appetizing.
the French beef, French roll. What's that
The
called?
French dip.
Thank you.
French
Oh,
dip.
jeez.
And
I thought it
so
was going to say dog barf stew or something.
So this
Ouch.
super expensive place, and after the bill was only like $18, and so I was all happy.
Wow.
So I
Nice.
tipped the gal. I tipped her based on what the food would have been. Right, that's what you're supposed
Right.
Baller.
That's always
to do. So I
good
gave her
for
like
practice.
some kind of $10 tip or something like that,
Noise.
and then she did not give me her phone number. That did not happen.
That's
Boo.
unfortunate.
That is unfortunate. So
She actually didn't even give you the receipt back.
right. Sorry. So let me go. Let's recap and let's do this thing again. Let's go right here like that. So remember, if you're Farmer Tom, let me know. Hey, Farmer Tom, I won the package, and I'll give you the thing. Give me your email. Everyone else, pick your thing that you want from DM's Guild or Forge. Send me a Discord,
Yes.
and please do that by 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 p.m. Eastern. Do that now. Do it within the next hour and 15 minutes. That's the
Did
cutoff.
you write
'cause I'm not
the
gonna
code
fucking
word
wake up
down,
tomorrow
Rob?
and go through
You're
everything.
gonna forget.
Do it now.
Winner.
Type in the code word because you're gonna forget.
Oh, the code word is
It's in our chat here.
winner.
I already did it for you.
That.
Hey, Rob, what about having the chat actually ask for a show that they may want? Like,
Oh,
anyone
well,
have any
Tried that
suggestion?
before.
And if it's something we can do, I'll help produce it, even if I'm not on the show.
there is a link right there in the chat that they can go and make a. We have an idea informer just like Fantasy Grounds does.
Nice.
They can go type it
Yeah.
there.
Yep.
And I believe if they type it there, I think Drake, Furied, and Robin and I all get emails. I believe.
All right. So they want
Yes,
XML
they
and
do.
Lua. So that's already completed. So
Oh yeah, and then everyone was talking about we should. This is actually a. Is this a public sheet?
I don't think so.
Yeah, anyone who has this link can
Look.
anyone with the link can be a viewer. Yes. Okay, so I'll give you guys this link. So these are all the shows that we've ever done if you guys are interested. Now, if you watch up here in the upper right, you'll see if anybody clicks on the link. Boom. An anonymous ferret has showed up, and then now a chinchilla, and now a quokka, and then the ferret left. They were in there for 1 second and they left. But you guys can look at all the shows we've ever done, and then of course they're all on YouTube. So you can go to YouTube and type in the title of the show and go find it and watch it. And we've done many things, and we've even done things over and over, like when. After 2 years, that's not relevant anymore. Let's redo it. So if you guys have idea, still showing the prize screen. Okay, hold on, right here like that. Thank you. When did I first start streaming? So October of 15. So it's been almost 7.5 years that I've been streaming, and I still have no fucking clue.
Dang. Poor
Right.
Requiem. They're on ad 9 of 9.
You mean you're being shown ads on Twitch? Is that what you mean, Requiem?
Yeah, because Twitch you have ads on, right? On
I
Twitch,
do.
which is a smart thing to do. And people can only skip the ads if they're subscribers. So
Right.
go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Okay.
But some people get no
At
ads. Some
9
people,
of 9.
yeah, 9 of 9. I've never
That's-
even heard of that.
Yeah,
Where,
that's
harsh.
Requiem, what
That's
country
rough.
are you in? Are you in the United States or are you in some other foreign country? Because that might have something to do with it. What country are you in? Kansas. That's fucking hilarious.
Love it. I mean, have you ever been in
Kind of its
Kansas?
own country out there. It's its own country.
Kansas is like its own country because you can go stand in it and look any direction, and it's just all flat land. Doesn't matter which way you look.
Mhm. This is true.
I
I did
saw
live
it.
in Kansas. Well, technically,
It's
I lived
only-
in Missouri, but
It's the only place on earth that breeds tornadoes. It's just amazing. They're like,
I love Kansas
Whoa.
City.
So
Kansas City is amazing. I'm gonna
So-
retire
Kansas
So
there.
it
City,
seems
Kansas, or
Requiem
Kansas?
I lived in the
is-
Missouri side.
in Kansas City,
Kansas nice side is nicer,
Which
like
is
way
not
nicer.
the good
Like
Kansas City.
Lenexa,
That's the one in
Kansas,
Missouri.
Overland Park, Kansas is fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I
But
was
it's
there
also
in
like one of the most expensive
1994.
places to live in the United States. Can you believe that? It's like one of
Boom!
the
Malcolm
highest
donated-
median income areas in the United States. Overland Park, Kansas. Look it up.
Totally
yeah, that's
believe it.
aerospace mostly.
Cold. It's too cold.
That sounds awful.
It's
Malcolm,
not
thank
cold
you for
in
donating
Kansas.
I live in
$20 to the
Florida.
American Red
Everything's
Cross.
cold.
Okay, because I live in Chicago now, and Kansas sounds amazing compared to the winters we get here.
Thank you, Nafum. Did you guys hear? He
If
donated
I have to put
$20.
shoes on in the wintertime, I'm upset.
Oh, Mission, Kansas. I know where that is. God, I miss that area so much. I want to go back. I want to go back.
Did you guys hear Nafum donated? Hello? I don't know if you guys heard.
Oh,
I'm hearing
you're
it.
a little laggy.
What?
You guys aren't acknowledging his donation.
Oh,
Oh, are we? Am I fucked up? Can I not even be heard now?
Nafum donated
we
$20
can hear you.
to American
Oh, you
Red
can.
Cross.
Okay, so you just
Thank you,
ignore me. Okay, that's
Nafum. Can you hear
Robin
us,
was
Rob?
talking.
Yeah, I totally hear you guys. Oh, here's all the people coming in. Boom, boom, boom. Everybody's coming in and getting their prizes. I love it. Winner. All right.
I can hear you. I just don't have audio. What? What?
That's funny. He doesn't. Yeah, He's got. Well, the reason I was asking if you could hear me is because I said about 4 times that Notham donated $20 and nobody said anything, and I'm like, come
Oh
on,
yeah,
guys.
maybe it didn't come through because
Oh,
like
didn't
the
it?
first
Okay.
time
might
when
have
you
been a
asked us if we
little
could hear you, you
distracted
sounded
with the whole
robot-y.
Kansas thing.
Yeah, and I was going off on a tangent. That's
By the
true.
way,
you can blame
why
it on
wouldn't
me.
you be
It's
distracted
fine.
by Kansas? Come on now.
Because I loved living there. It was amazing. You should go sometime.
Let's see. The last
I've
time
been
I was
everywhere,
in Kansas
man.
was in 1994. And I was inspecting hotels there. I was 28 years old.
Grandpa, are you
Wow.
talking about a story of your good days?
Back in my day.
No, they were not good days. They were not good days.
Did you have to drive uphill both ways?
Nope, it was flat. It was Kansas.
Walk 5 miles in the snow.
Hey, look, here's a application that we didn't use today. Fantasy Grounds. We're gonna close
Hey,
that.
Fantasy Grounds.
Yeah,
I like that. I like that program. It's pretty good. You should check it out.
you guys ought to check it out. It's good. So, Leroon,
You know what? I know we're all things fancy grounds, but I feel like we should run a comparison show.
oh, we could do
Split the
that.
screen with like what is it?
We could do that, except for I'm not knowledgeable enough on how to run the other VTT, so I don't know. We'd have to find somebody. Mosk and Foz, isn't it Carry On My Wayward Son? Isn't do I have that right? Anyways, listen, Leroon, why don't you tell us what's going on at Fantasy Grounds Academy? He's gone. He left. Wait, did everybody leave? What happened? Oh my god, I seriously don't hear anybody. Are they fucking with me? Are they trolling me? Maybe it is broken, you guys. I don't know. All right, here's the thing. Let me close Discord and come back in because
Since we're talking about
oh,
Roll
there we
20.
go. I could not hear you guys the
What?
whole
You can
time.
hear us now?
Can you hear us now?
I can, yes.
Oh, it's such
Well,
a funny
I went on a
joke. How
tirade and you fucking missed it.
What was it about? Do it again.
Roll 20.
Oh yeah.
Do it again.
I was
They own
asking.
DM's Guild.
I was trying to ask, chat, if they knew that Roll 20 owns DM's Guild now.
Yeah,
Did you guys know this?
That is 100%.
I thought it was the other way
true.
around.
No, I did
No.
too. Roll20, the virtual tabletop company Roll20 purchased DM's Guild. Actually, they purchased one bookshelf.
They
which
put-
is
yeah,
Drive-Thru
all of
RPG
it.
and
One
all that
bookshelf. They
shit.
own Drive Through RPG, Drive Through Fiction, Drive Through
How
Cards,
much fucking
all of
money
it.
did that cost? Anyway, here's the thing. I was saying
than I
that
got.
the comparison is a good idea, but we might have to get some people on here that have used those. Like I know Gwydion has. I am not educated enough to know how to show the other VTTs to run them to compare. I don't know how to do it.
I just had the idea and I just wanted to share it, so that's
Yeah,
all.
that's a good idea. What I was saying when I got cut off and you guys couldn't hear me was Leroon to please tell us what's going on at Fantasy Grounds Academy.
Well, right now, not a lot because there is a lull in the traffic. I mean, we've got new people showing up because of this, that, and the other, but after the OGL debacle, it's kind of leveled out. And we've kind of been on a path of doing that since, I want to say, right after the holidays. So traditionally, we get a lot of new people in around this time. So it's kind of been a mix of people coming and going, but overall, it's been pretty positive. We have a really difficult time with classes right now because there's people that sign up and they don't show up, or we don't have enough people actually helping. So that's been an ongoing issue,
man.
anyways. That's nothing new. But for the most part, it's been pretty positive. Like I said, I did a little survey. Looks like half of the community in there, at least, don't really care about the OGL stuff, and then the other ones that did are just looking at other rule sets. So I'm not sure how that's impacting the community as a whole, but I imagine that we're kind of like in a flux right now. So that contributes to the lack of activity because
Yeah.
people are not really into it. They'd rather do something else, like hang out with their family or something like that. So I don't know. It's been a kind of an
it's
interesting
so funny.
time.
I have you know, everybody knows, anybody that did anything online knows that when COVID-19 first hit, like at the beginning of 2020 and through most of 2021, sales were really good because everyone was home and everybody was playing video games and just doing stuff on the computer. So right now for 2023, my levels of sales are lower than they were in 2017. Like the second year I started doing anything. That's how low they are. So I think
that's kind of resounded. Yeah.
Yeah, I think what you're saying to me about FGA not having the churn through of people is not surprising to me. Yeah.
Yeah, it's parallel to what we're seeing across the industry. I think a lot of people are looking for different outlets right now.
Yeah.
So it isn't just about the D&D, but that is a big hit for everyone. For people that make content, for people that run games. There's people that are hosting full campaign games that can't get any players because they just don't have people don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Man, there's a lot of stuff I want to say about this stuff,
Mhm.
but I can't. So
What is preventing you
I will
from
just
saying
say,
it?
sorry.
Are you prevented from saying it because you signed an NDA or because you're a good person?
I
or what's
do. I
preventing
am
you?
under NDA for something,
Okay.
tangentially related. Yes, but so.
I know you want to say
format.
here, like, what can I
There's
say?
no, because I want to talk about it, but like I really want to talk about this though, because like the thing that my opinion. Here we go. Let's just preface this with this is all of my opinion, right? Okay, so fucking sue me if you want. No, don't. I don't have any money. Basically, I think WotC really dropped the ball, and that's what it boils down to, right?
Oh,
I
yeah.
know that like they've kind of rescinded their position on like the OGL and all that, and they gave us Creative Commons with the SRD, blah blah blah. Like that's great. It came too late though. They were like $1 late, a day short, however that fucking phrase goes.
Yeah.
So let me ask you guys this question. I thought that and I may be misinformed, so you guys can tell me, but I thought what had happened was that somebody leaked their intended OGL and it wasn't what they were going to do, but it's what they had written down, and then it leaked.
Yes.
And then everybody fucking flipped out, and then they were like, wait, we haven't finalized it yet. Calm the fuck down. Because
That's what WotC says.
Yeah, the argument
no,
is
but
that
as it was happening, I was saying, you can go back in my Discord and look where I was telling people it's all speculation. Fucking shut up. Wait till they
But-
print it and send it. That's what I was saying.
Right.
Additionally, though, Rob, some of the information was coming from really, really reputable sources. I'm not talking about Jenny D. I'm talking about the guy who works at Kickstarter, where he talked that he came forward, publicly said that the documents he received from WotC were contractual documents, and he was the one who fought for Kickstarter projects having less of a percentage that they needed to pay in royalties to WotC for projects using the OGL, right? So,
but I mean, I don't know that
WotC can say, "Oh, it was all drafts," blah blah blah. That's, in my opinion, that's just them trying to cover their
Damage
tracks.
control.
Yeah,
Yeah.
damage
right,
control.
but the point that I'm trying to make is, even if all of that is true, you can't blame somebody. Like if I tell you I'm going to go murder somebody, you can't blame me for murder unless I actually do the murder. Even though they intended to do all that negative shit, they didn't do it.
right.
And
in the
so-
end, but
but
that's what
it's-
I'm saying. Yeah, they just took too long to come
you
back.
can say, oh, it's because of the backlash, or it's because they got too scared, or oh, it's
Yeah.
because of the pressure. But the reasons don't matter. What matters is they have not yet released the OGL, or have they released it now? But you know what I'm
They-
saying?
Went
Like,
to Creative Commons.
right. The
Yeah, so
final
the SRD
thing-
is available via Creative Commons now.
okay. But their whole, we're gonna
Which is
resend,
the-
1.0A. We're gonna take it off the way. All that shit that everybody was flipping out about. They didn't
Well,
actually do it.
Right. Well, the opposite
Right,
is
you-
true. If you do go out and kill everyone, you can't get away with it.
It's true.
So the opposite
that's
is true.
You're mixing metaphors. That's not.
Well, you know what I'm saying though. If you go out and commit a crime, you're not going to get away with it.
Right, but
I think the
they
whole thing was
actually. So
shitty.
there was all
The whole
this,
thing was shitty.
you know,
Yeah, but
leaked documents
I
and.
don't think we could have had a better outcome though.
For sure.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say.
that's true.
It's crazy
So-
too, because like the outcome that we got is awesome, but because of how it happened and how long it took Watsi to get there, they kind of like squandered a lot of trust that their consumer base had
Right.
in them. And this is why we see Pathfinder, we see
Yep.
Paizo, we see Cobalt Press, all of
Right.
them backing out of 5e now is, I think, in the long run going to damage the user base for 5th edition, because now that 5th edition user base as a whole is super fragmented. You can just look up tweets from like 2 weeks
yeah.
ago. Everybody's like, I'm going to go play Pathfinder now. I'm going to go play.
Yep.
I'm going to wait and see what Cobalt Press releases. Oh, we're going to go play GURPS now. You know what I mean? Like all the user base is
It's
the
messed up.
loser here. We're the ones who lost because it's also fragmented now. WotC did that.
Yep.
I'm
The
gonna
momentum
say,
that
so I'm
that-
going to say WotC did not do that. I'm going to say WotC made their boardroom plans, and Hasbro was like, "We're going to do this, and we're going to do that. We need more
Right.
sales. We got to do this and this and that."
Okay.
And
Right, right.
But who the fucking fault of the who to blame is the Twitter people, the Facebook people, the social media idiots that ran with it when it wasn't a true thing yet. That's who's to blame.
And I hear you there. However, imagine a different scenario, right? Because we all want truth in journalism, and as consumers, I think that we are entitled to information regarding things like this, big changes to products that we're buying that have like a life cycle, right? There's a life cycle of Dungeons and Dragons. And yes, this is a fucking game, I get that. But we're still paying customers of products with a lifespan, okay? And I think that as consumers of these products, we have the right to know things that are going on, especially things that affect people who can, in addition, also create their livelihoods based on these products.
Oh,
Right,
you don't
so,
think I
like-
was worried? Fuck yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm saying,
but I was the
from
voice of
our
reason. Like I
perspective-
said, you can go back to those beginning days in my Discord and see me telling people, stop talking about this, stop fomenting the problem, calm the fuck down. It's all speculation. Don't talk about it till it's real. That's all I was saying for like a week and a half. And
I hear you on
what
that.
if?
I'm
hold
just
on.
more
I
about
just want to say this. What if they accidentally or purposely leaked their own statement just to get a public
Right.
reaction?
we'll never know.
Exactly. Yeah, we don't know.
That's very much
never
a
know.
possibility. Yeah.
So my opinion on this is that fifth edition was already starting to plateau. Okay, it kind of
For
ran
sure.
its course. It's not really the newest thing on the block anymore. And when you take away the momentum that was left from whatever was before, that really just cemented it. When I saw the playtest material for whatever they're intending to release in the future, I had really no plans on migrating to whatever that's going to be, because I don't like most of the changes. I've looked at them. I think they suck, and I don't really think it's going to go anywhere quick. And just put the nail in the coffin when they took away the ability to kind of scrounge what's left of the momentum of the 5e rule set. Now we're not even going to have that. We're going to have some frickin' hybrid thing that is going
like
to...
fourth edition?
5.5.
Yeah,
No,
kind of.
it'll be more like 5.5, I think.
Yeah, and it's not going to be the same, because even if they allow the marketplace to develop content for, let's say, their virtual tabletop, it's going to limit who can do that. Are all of you
yeah, I see
3D
what you're saying.
asset builders? Probably not. Are you going to learn how to use Blender and all those other things just to make content for their platform?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's the other worrying thing, right? Like, because they obviously want to push everything to D&D Beyond. I know that the leaks are the leaks, whatever. We don't know how true they were. But in the original leaks, it was that, all reporting would be done through D&D Beyond for royalties, blah, 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 all this stuff. So it seemed clear from those leaks that may or may not be accurate that WotC appeared to want to push everything to D&D Beyond. There's the rumors that they're going to have their own VTT through D&D Beyond, because D&D Beyond is effectively kind of like a VTT anyways already. And that, you know, maybe even the marketplace for 5th edition products will move from DM's Guild to D&D Beyond. That's also possible. That's just speculation, obviously. And like, you know, if WotC wants creators like all of us here to put all of our eggs into that basket, so to speak, like it's just not good. It's not a good look. One, it's bad for creators everywhere. Two, and it just I don't know, it just reeks of capitalism,
And
you know?
failure.
Right,
Yeah,
and
it just- it's not going to take off.
That's what
It's
happened.
not.
They got greedy.
Yep.
It was shown that they got greedy, and then they're like, wait, but we haven't. But wait, and then they did change it, and why did they change it? Because 20 million people said fuck you.
And then
Right.
they had nerve
That's
to
what I'm
come out and
saying.
say, you know, well, we didn't intend to do that, and this is what we're going to do now, and you know,
Well,
it's
I
all
mean,
too late.
That's
Right,
what
like
happened
it-
with the
but
original OGL.
I guess
is
my
the
thing, you know, I'm not trying
community
to.
bitched.
I'm not trying to justify it. I'm not on their side
No.
by any means. I'm just saying shit happens in boardrooms that we never ever know with every major corporation. And this they just happened to it just got out there what they were doing, what they were thinking about, right? They'd written it up. They had the lawyers check it like, is this good? Should we do this? And then it got
Gotta
out there.
remember, though.
I think it was more like, wouldn't this be great if we could get away with this?
Yeah, no doubt.
And I'd bet more than even money that who was it that said was it Fury that said they did it on purpose.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you know, it's like, remember Madonna said any publicity is good publicity back when she was putting
Right.
out her sex
Yep.
book and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, you guys are too young, but you know, almost. I mean, look at Fox News. I mean, this last week, Fox News got caught in all their lies, but they basically they were like, yeah, but that's what sells, so that's what we're doing. You know, like that's how we make money.
They're like TMZ now, kind
Yeah.
of.
We're
Yeah,
gonna
that way.
protest we're gonna protest the movie by taking up all the seats.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
We're all. You know what? I'm gonna protest this movie by buying so many tickets nobody can go.
But we
Speaking
gotta-
of the movie, the D&D movie, are
Yeah,
any of you
somebody in
guys
the
gonna
chat
go
asked me-
actually see it?
Hell no, I don't
Yeah.
go see movies anymore.
So
what
No, I'm
D&D
gonna go
movie?
see that one. I'm gonna go to
I'm not.
Sinopolis.
I'll wait for it to come
Oh wait,
home.
was that the one they did the
The
trailer of that I
D&D
wasn't
movie.
paying attention?
With
Requiem of a
look,
Madam
you
is
guys,
gonna not see
I don't
it
know
twice.
famous people, but I know that there's a
did you
guy
see the
in
new-
it that was also in other big movies. That's how much I know.
Did you see the
Is it the one with
dick move
the
Jeb?
Oh,
with
Chris
the
Pine
Bay
and yeah, here,
Wizards?
The
Yes.
yes,
Because they did it. They showed a trailer before
Red
Ant-Man,
Wizards.
so I was like,
the villains.
oh. I wasn't even paying attention because I was like too busy messing with my phone because it didn't look that interesting to
See
me.
if you look at the heist, it's almost parallel with the theme of the movie. And then they released all of those toys and crap. So they were trying to market it like a frickin', you know, like a regular franchise would for, you know.
Rob,
See,
you
and
gotta
they're also
play-
making
I'm-
it seem
I'm
like it's
gonna-
a sequel too. By the
Oh,
way,
it's the Star
Right.
Trek guy. That's where I know him
Yeah,
from.
Chris
He was in Star
Pine.
Trek.
And
Yep.
isn't Joe Manganiello must be this guy? Is that him? I can't tell by looking sideways.
Joe Manganiello's in it?
He has
he's
to be,
not.
doesn't he? He's in the fucking
No.
everything.
No,
Well,
it's
you might
not
help
him.
write it.
oh god, no, he
Hugh
sounds
Grant,
I would
Michelle
totally
Rodriguez,
go see it if Joe
Chris
Manganiello was in it.
right.
So,
Just
Rob-
take your
No
shirt off,
shame.
we'll be there.
100%. I would see the movie.
so the answer. Somebody
Oh, you
asked me,
can't
"Will
say
I
the same
see
for a
it?"
spouse.
And my answer is 100% yes. I'm going to see it when it comes on streaming.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
But
that's
I
probably when
don't-
I'll watch it.
I'm old and curmudgeonly, and this doesn't even have anything to do with COVID, really. I mean, I'm immunocompromised anyway. but-
$50 popcorn. Fuck that.
Yeah, it
I
has
don't
to
like
do
going to
with
the movie theater.
it has to do with the movie going public. At least in my experience in Spokane, Washington, the movie going public has become a subset of just the general public, where you can't talk about anything political without getting into a fight. You can't do, you just can't be around people anymore. When you go to the movies now, somebody next to you is smacking their fucking loud popcorn chewing gummy bear eating motherfucking, and they brought their fucking 3-year-old with them who's sneezing and coughing and spitting the whole time. You just can't. It's like being on a plane. I won't fly on a plane anymore unless I go first class. If I can't afford it, I don't go.
Well, this is why you get to the movies like on a Tuesday afternoon
And that
you
has
know,
been my practice
10 o'clock in
since
the
the
morning.
while the
90s.
children are at school.
100%.
Or
But in
should
the
be
summer, you're
school.
fucked. You're fucked in the summer.
Yeah, that's true.
So I've now basically reserved James Bond, Star Wars, Indiana Jones. I think those are the three. Like, I will go see the Indiana Jones movie.
Oh, drive-ins, Notham. That's genius. I love the
Right?
drive-ins. That's like the only way I probably would go like see a
We,
movie.
we have Cinepolis here, which is like a luxury theater, and you got like the reclining leather chairs, and there's only two
fancy.
of them.
Oh, the theaters here are
The
brilliant.
table.
We've got
There's a bar, and there's like a liquor license, and they serve
Yeah, we
dinner
got all
and
that shit
kinds of
here.
crap.
But
We saw the movie in the Alamo Draft House, and yeah, we sat in the front row so we could recline in the recliners, and of course we have a waiter come by to bring us drinks and food.
Damn.
they used to have a thing in LA where
Oh, it's fucking expensive though.
they had a thing in Los Angeles where you couldn't get in unless you were 21 or over. So no kids.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Oh, we need more of that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I say,
Because
I'm a
I
mother of
think-
3.
I mean,
and
you know, I always get in trouble
Sign me
from
up.
people. Robin, you're a parent, but
yeah.
I'm not a parent, right? But I know that if I was a parent, if I couldn't afford a babysitter, I wouldn't fucking drag my fucking infant to the movie theater. That's just
Yeah.
disrespectful to people.
All of my children, I've never taken them to the movie theaters until they were in kindergarten. I just, in my opinion, and I think it's based on the kids. Like, some people have really well behaved kids, and my kids are pretty good in public, minus my youngest. My youngest is a wild child, and we literally cannot take him places because he's crazy sometimes. And like, I love him to pieces, but he's just got a different personality. That's all I can say. So we haven't taken him to the movie theaters yet, but like our middle kid and our oldest kid, I think the first time we took them each to a movie, they were both like 5 years old, kindergarten age.
Yeah.
So like, I just think that's when they're more like emotionally, that's not the right word, but like more prepared for it. Like, they follow directions, things like that, like, hey, we're watching a movie, you know what I mean?
So
Whatever.
this
So
movie
There's
looks
something
I
good.
just don't think a
about
2-year-old's
the
gonna fucking listen to
girl
you.
that's supposed to be a tiefling doesn't look like a tiefling. I'm like,
See, this
she's got the
obviously
tail
is
and the horns, I get it, but her skin color, the skin color was never mentioned, or I mean, it's mentioned in like, the player's handbook,
Yeah,
but her skin
I
color
saw
doesn't
that.
match any of the,
Yeah, she's like
of the
normally colored,
examples. I'm like,
like a human normal skin tone
right,
color.
they just gave her a
which is a
tail and
tiefling.
elf ears and horns. Like, this is all
That
we have
to
in the
me
props. I'm
is
like, where's the
lazy.
lazy?
Yeah,
Where's
lazy
the fucking body
costuming,
paint?
right?
See,
Like, we
I
have
think
Gamora in, or whatever her
Right?
name is, in the.
here's how
the movie.
here's how this
Gamora
movie
and
will
Nebula in
Yeah.
Guardian Galaxy.
here's how this
Yeah.
movie will do well or not. So first of all, you have the D&D base fan, which is you guys, which are complainers. You're like, this is fuck this. But what'll happen is D&D people will bring their friends who don't know what D&D is, and if they
True.
like it, the movie will do well.
Yeah,
if,
that's true.
if they don't,
Yeah.
it's gonna fucking tank, right?
Well, you need to break even.
Yeah,
Uh,
and if
yeah.
there's gonna be any more of these movies, is if they profit at all, which
Right.
Well,
who
Right.
knows what the
I
budget
don't
was
think
on
the
this, but
bar is that high to get
Correct.
a better
I
D&D
do
movie.
like the owl
they've
bear
done
that they
before.
did in the Mimic. The
Yeah.
owl bear and the Mimic were really good looking. I'm like,
Mhm.
Oh,
And
oh,
that's the other
that's
thing,
gonna be
Speak
funny.
with-
Him
the Speak
fucking
Dead spell is the Speak with Dead spell is hilarious. It is hilarious. I posted it in our chat.
Oh,
if
the
you guys wanna
Mandalorian's in the D&D
watch it.
movie.
It's
Cool.
hilarious.
I didn't know that.
Okay,
That's
okay.
awesome.
I was gonna say, like, and so here's the other thing, right? Like, do you guys remember way back when the Lord of the Rings, the first Lord of the Rings came out, and it was phenomenal. You can disagree with me all you want, but that movie is amazing. And like, from that time to now, right? We've had kind of a renaissance of like fantasy television and movies, right? I would say like Lord of the Rings is kind of like the uptick time frame for when we start getting a lot of fantasy content on the silver screen, right?
Yes. Yes.
And well
And-
produced.
Right, and well produced, high budget things. We got, Game of Thrones, we got Shadow and Bone on Netflix, Carnival Row on Amazon Prime. Like, there's a lot out there now, right?
they
We could
finally
sit
came out
here
with
and name
season 2,
shows
by
and
the way.
movies
God
for a
damn.
long time. Anyways, my point is now, because we've kind of been blessed, so to speak, of all this like fantasy content that, for consumers like us, now we can be a lot pickier. And I've noticed that, the general public is a lot pickier now. Like, nobody liked the Rings of Power show
Yeah.
from on Amazon. And it's, I always think, like, if Rings of Power had come out in 2000, I think people would have fucking loved it. Like, it would have been
Yeah.
it would have been, very well rated, very well loved, because there wouldn't have been anything else like it. But
Right.
because we have so much now, like Wheel of Time TV show kind of bombed too. Like people didn't like that one either. And I'm just talking about general public consensus. Obviously, there's going to be people who loved it and people who hated it, but the general public consensus
Yeah.
of these shows was not very good. And like, so that's the problem with the D&D movie, is it has all of that to contend with.
Yep.
Like everything that's come before it, we're going to compare it and we're going to be like, no, they were terrible actors, the CG was terrible, or whatever. And we have all this backlog of stuff to compare it to. So it's really unfortunate that like we as the public consumers have like kind of raised our bar on these things.
Mhm.
But then on the other hand, I'm trying to say, like, I'm really afraid that if things keep coming out and bombing,
Mhm.
we'll go through a dry spell where we don't get a lot of fantasy content because producers won't want to make it anymore because it all keeps bombing constantly and
Well,
everybody's
that's
so
what's
hard
happening.
on it.
That's what's happening right now with D&D. You're going to get, I mean, look at the quality that's gone down
Mm-hmm.
with the content. I think ever since about Tasha's, it started going down, or at least leveling out. And then you're getting third-party publishers that are publishing on top of what's already established. Even that's going to start going away.
Yeah.
So you're already seeing that. Like, there's people that just don't want to produce this content. You started off with this beautiful, rule set until, maybe, like I said, around Tasha's, then it started to tank. And only thing I personally liked out of that stuff was Fizbins and Dragonlance. Everything else after that, to me, was kind of, it wasn't that
Yeah.
great. So if you want to
Yeah.
look at just that, it's very similar to your analogy with the movies. That
Yeah. So I guess like in the end, what I'm trying to say is, maybe if all of us collectively just lower our standards just a little bit, and like if you are going to go see it, go with an open mind, go without, maybe judging it too hard, and like maybe you'll enjoy it more too. And then maybe in the future we'll continue getting content, because that's what we don't want it to go away, even if it's not great, right? Like
Yep.
you can still enjoy it, but also, you can critique it too. That's fine. I'm not saying don't be critical of this stuff. I'm just saying go in with an open mind, and maybe parts of it won't be that bad. And we should enjoy it, because someday we might not be in this renaissance of fantasy movies and TV shows. They might actually go away if we keep being too fucking hard on them.
Well, same thing with the hobby, right? So, the books
Exactly,
and crap,
yeah.
if you're so critical and hard on it, it's going to have to go away.
Mhm.
And it'll be something else.
It's so funny how, CGI is part of movies now, and it kind of has to be, because you can
Mhm.
do
dragons
so
don't
much
exist
that
in real
you
life.
can't do unless you use CGI.
Hey,
But you
hey,
gotta
they
remember-
can puppet that shit.
When they
Yes.
exactly, when they made Star Wars, the Death Star trench, that
Big
was
bird.
literally a fucking crane
were
hanging out of back of a
minifigures.
pickup truck in
Yeah,
Van Nuys,
yeah.
California.
Okay, but think about like Jim Henson's studio. Where
Right.
they did
Who
Never
did
Ending
Yoda?
Story,
Jim
Labyrinth,
Henson.
and everything.
Yeah. Yoda
They
was
could
Jim
puppet a
Henson's.
lot of that
It was a
shit.
fucking puppet. Frank Oz was Yoda. in the
I do
original
like
movies.
practical effects. I think that's why like the first Lord of the Rings trilogy was so good, because the orcs in that film, a lot of it was like makeup, like actual practical effects.
Yeah, it was.
And then
real
I think that's
people.
why the Hobbit movies looked kind of weird, especially if you watch them like back to back. Do it once, you'll thank me. And you'll be like, why do the orcs look so weird in the Hobbit films? Because they're all CG. Like they didn't use that many
Oh,
practical effects in the Hobbit films.
Go watch Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Then go watch whatever, episode 1, the one where Yoda fights Count Dooku.
Mhm.
And it's awesome because
It's like flipping around like crazy.
that's fun. That's fun. But it's so fucking stupid looking.
yes,
when you
it's
compare it to
ridiculous.
like Yoda's, Yoda's dying and Luke's at his side and he fades away and it's a puppet. It just looks so much better.
Mhm.
And I get it. Like I said, CGI, like you can't
Goblins,
make a
sorry,
fucking
Don
dragon.
Paolo. You know what I
You
mean.
know. But anyway, that and so here's the releases. I as you guys were talking about like what's coming up, the movie, and then
13 Heists. That's what that one's about.
yeah, so this comes out like tomorrow, I think tomorrow at midnight. So Bigby presents Glory of the Giants. That sounds like an adventure. The Phandover campaign will probably be pretty good because everybody arguably says the best game in 5e is the Lost Mine of Phandover, right? And then
It's fun. It really is.
Book of Many Things will be good because
Loot?
it'll have a lot of whatever in it. Like it'll have all the fucking magic items and everything. And then Planescape, there's as many fans for Planescape, I think, as there is for Dragonlance. So those aren't bad releases. At least 2 of those will be good, and that's through the rest of the next 2 years. Wait,
Well,
quarter 4? Shouldn't that be quarter 1 of 2024? Why are they skipping a whole year? Why they don't have anything? I don't know.
It's because that's when the new rule set's supposed to come out.
Oh,
I'm so not
maybe.
looking forward to
Yeah,
that,
maybe they're
guys.
writing that because the new rule set's supposed to drop summer of 24, maybe. So maybe this comes out after that. Fuck, I don't know.
Have a good night, Requiem.
Okay, recommend.
Planescape was fun. I like Planescape.
I haven't run that one. You're talking about the 5e
I always
one?
I confuse Planescape with Spelljammer.
no.
Oh,
the
Spelljammer.
three-
I don't know why I was mixing it up with Spelljammer.
I do too. I totally do.
It's
So
understandable. I'm stupid.
yeah, this comes out tomorrow. This Keys from the Golden Vault. So guess what that means? Rob 2 has to buy it and then fucking start coding shit. Oh my god.
I'm gonna
Yep.
have to get it eventually too.
If you're gonna get the
It's-
codes, get them now.
Can't
because
buy
the
it
prices
tomorrow,
are gonna
but-
go up tomorrow. Everybody is gonna go up. If you already have it, it doesn't go up. It's free. So
Whew.
here's a
What
little
if you-
thing. I mentioned this
And
before the show.
if you just won the bundle,
Don't worry about it.
you got
You got it. Also, you can pick. Oh, I should have said that. People need to but I'll tell them if they got greedy. You're only supposed to pick a single item. You can't tell me you want a whole bundle or anything. I can't do that.
I want everything.
I want everything. Before the show, I was telling somebody, maybe just Drake. There's an oldie timey comedian. Well, he's not oldie timey, but he died today. Named Richard Belzer. He played Detective Munch on about 8 different cop shows. Same character, 8 different shows. He holds the record for that. And then he was in like Scarface, and he was like a comedian in the 70s and the 80s. Anyway, he died today. But I had a book by him for sale on eBay for literally like the last year, 8 months, 9, 10 months, a year. Something like that. And then today I sold it because he died.
Damn.
This is kind of funny. $13. Thank you.
you should have raised the price yesterday.
I should have. I didn't think about it. Well, I mean, it was already in my
That would've
email.
got you for-
Toxic.
It was in my
You would've
email
you
before
would've
I
been like
realized
had
he
to
was
go to
dead.
jail like Martha Stewart because inside trading or something.
Yeah, it's on my one book for $13 on eBay. All right. Well, wow, it's only been an hour and 20 minutes that we've been on the air. That seems like about 3 hours to me.
Yeah.
We talked about a lot of stuff.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they're doing with the Phandover campaign.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking
Yeah.
forward to that.
Yeah,
too.
excited
so like,
for
are
that.
they rebooting it or giving
Kinda.
us a sequel?
No, well, they're
No, I
making it a whole
believe-
campaign setting.
Yeah.
I believe it's a campaign setting that goes from levels like 6 to 15 or something. It's a
Okay, all right,
continuation
you
of
guys.
Oh,
guys.
nice. So you
Campaign,
get to the mine first and
setting,
then into the camp.
and adventure module are 2 different things.
Right. That's
Listen.
a campaign setting.
Listen,
So
I'm
a
not that
campaign
smart.
setting would not be an adventure. It'd be a book that tells you about the setting, the world.
Oh,
Yep.
are we needing to yell? I don't know.
Well, because I don't
Look,
know what you
she's
guys
excited.
are talking about. You're saying one thing, but you're meaning something else.
No,
I don't know. The title says
no,
campaign.
I'm not
don't
meaning
know
something.
what-
I'm stupid. I think
No, you're not stupid.
adventure
Stop
and
it.
campaign are the same thing to me.
No,
It-
no, no.
I get what you're saying.
It's the way 5e is merging them together that gets confusing these days.
So you're
Because
telling me.
Spelljammer is not a campaign setting, but they're kind of calling it a little bit.
Yeah, it's
Or
weird.
dra-
Okay, all right. I know you don't like Critical Role, but the Wild Mount book that WotC did is a campaign setting book.
Right.
Because it's got like 20 chapters about the setting. And then
Right.
there's one chapter that's like a one-shot adventure or
Right,
something
you're
like
right.
that.
Yeah, I totally get.
That's a
what you're saying.
campaign setting book, in my
Right.
opinion. Now, Horde of the Dragon Queen,
Setting.
that's an adventure
right.
module, not a setting.
Well, there's the difference. They call it a campaign where it is a a group of adventures that have been combined together,
Okay,
and
that's
a
fine.
campaign setting, which is a
The Wild Map
area
book was a setting
specific
book. Yeah.
to is an environmental
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
So
So
the
is the
setting is
Fandelver book
that when they
an
say
adventure or a
no, it's
setting
a
book?
campaign. It's a campaign.
Okay, a long adventure.
Wait,
Yeah.
Nathan, that sounds confusing as fuck.
I'm
So
being
apparently
is a
level
group
5
of
to 17.
adventurers.
I don't know. Fuck, is this it's Reddit?
Yeah,
How much can you
playing
trust
on
it?
doing Fandelver campaign with 5e, but using the Pathfinder Second Edition action economy and actions. I'm like, the fuck? What is that? What does that mean?
Oh, I can. So I almost bought into Pathfinder during the OGL apocalypse. I was really close to pulling the trigger, you guys. I can speak about this a little bit because I did read the Pathfinder Second Edition rulebook. I glossed through it, but the action economy works like this: you have 3 action points. Certain actions take a certain amount of points. Like you'll get class, like actions from your class. You know, maybe this cool attack maneuver takes 2 points. Moving can take 1 point. So on your turn, effectively, you could move and then attack and then move again if you're using the correct like action point values. Basically, I think it's really cool. I think it's a cool system. I just did a shitty
Interesting.
explanation, but hopefully you guys get the gist of it.
No, I get it.
I think
what
it's
you're
really
talking
fucking
about.
cool.
Like if you have a cool super spell and something, but it takes 2 action points to do.
Yeah, and I think there's some spells that take all 3 of your action points to cast, if I remember correctly.
Oof.
Like I said, I kind of just glossed through it, but it did seem really cool.
What is he looking at?
I don't know. He's...
I'm looking at all the 5e
trying to-
releases. Adventures. Fandelver campaign is listed under adventure.
The only
Levels
thing I don't
TBA.
like- I remember now. The main reason I didn't switch to Pathfinder, you guys, this is so petty. I did not like the way spellcasting worked, like at all. I was like, nope.
I
can't
played-
How
remember
does
what it was
spellcasting
now.
work in Pathfinder?
I'm trying
Second
to
edition.
remember, but I remember reading it and then slamming it shut and being like, no, fuck that.
That bad?
Man, I wish
Damn.
I could remember what it was that ticked me off about it. Fuck. I don't remember. I can pull it open later.
I do like the action economy a little bit. People always ask me, Rob, why are you such a fan of 5e? Like, what's your deal? And I do have a legit answer for that, which is it took me about 2 good full years to learn the rules to 5e. And I still fuck it up, 9 years later. I still get things wrong. Learning a whole nother RPG for a guy in his late 50s, yeah, fuck that. It's not going to happen. I just can't bring myself
Well, the
to...
only way it would happen for me is if I just totally quit 5e altogether. and just
Right.
quit.
Yeah, keeping it, because then if you
burn
make a
the
clean break and then go
bridge,
to
right.
different rules, that would make sense.
Right.
But I'm such a D&D fan. I mean, I've always been. I mean, they can, they can yank my chain a little bit, and I'll still. It's like a girlfriend who yells at me. I still want to fuck her. You know what I mean?
An
Maybe
abusive
so.
relationship, you mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty much.
Period. I
I'm
would
on
I
the
would
la-
give
I'm-
anything to have an abusive relationship. I would.
I'm loyal to the brand.
You want
Anyways.
any relationship.
I'm so lonely that some abuser could come and fucking yell at me all she wants. Yeah.
My God, this is not an endorsement for anybody who's listening or watching.
No, not at all. It's only for me. So if you are an
So-
abusive woman, please give me a call.
So like misery would be okay with you? Or you
No,
get
I don't want.
gobbled?
I said verbal.
Rob,
I
this
was
is
very
why
specific.
we got you cats. Okay, this is why you have 2 cats now. You
Right.
are a cat dad. You don't need anybody else in your life.
No, and by the way, this whole time they've never come in here to say hello to me. They're asleep.
They're
in their
scared of
tower.
the mic.
They're scared. No. Yesterday I had Kirk purring in there,
Mm-hmm.
or Friday, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. I can't keep a track.
Friday
So-
you did.
Look at all this. If you ever want to know, Wikipedia has all the releases, even the ones that haven't been out yet. So there you go, everybody. It's called
Spring, summer.
it's called
He's
List
using
of Dungeons and
3.5
Dragons
edition
Rulebooks.
rules.
Simbarchi said, I had some friends switch to Pathfinder 2E a few years back for that very reason. I'll bet you use some older edition. So Nafam, I've caught people trying to use older rules for 5e just because they played previous editions, but we always shut that down.
No, you can't take a 5-foot step.
Right, there's no shifting. What are you doing?
That's shifting.
And I mean, I've had people try to bring in like 3.5 rules and everything else.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with 3.5.
I never played it. That's how I know.
It
That's
got-
what
It
makes me
got
remember
so
that.
broken.
Yeah, at least between 4th and 5th edition, there was a pretty big gap between the two, so it was easy to unlearn one to pick
Yeah,
up the other.
it's
right?
funny because I was so excited. So I played. That was an AirPod falling out of my ear. I played D&D from 1981 to 1987. So basically, basic and first edition. Then I didn't play again till 2009. So 4th edition. So while I was playing 4th edition, I was like, hey, because I didn't know any better, right? And then 5th edition came out, and right away, like I read it, and I was like, 4th edition fucking sucks. But while I was playing 4E, it was the greatest thing because that's all there was, right? And I never played 2nd, 3, or 3.5. I just never even touched it.
Well,
I used 4th edition to introduce new players so they didn't get overwhelmed with like the options, customization, shit like that. Like this is like D&D for dummies is 4th edition. You don't have to
Yeah.
think too much. You have your shit done and everything. But I started
Yeah.
in 3.5 where the numbers added up so crazy to where my 3rd level rogue got fucking lucky as hell and got a cloak of invisibility, and I had a stealth of whatever plus 20.
Yeah.
It was
So my-
amazing. I loved it.
So wow, I've been going longer. Wow, I've been going. So my initial, when I was 15, when I was a teenager, and then when I joined the army, that's when I played D&D. So it was 6 years, 15 to 21, and then now I've been playing for 9 years, just this edition. So just since 2014, right?
Mm-hmm.
So wow,
Wow.
almost 9 years. 9 years in
Wow.
whatever, June or whatever. Here we can look it up. Right here it says you go down to 5th edition like that, and you look at the player's handbook, right, like this right here, and it tells you, oh, it was August. It was August.
This was one of our trivia questions tonight.
Was it? Robin,
was
you
the
could have
first
gone.
hard-
You could have
hard
just
Yeah,
done
I was
only
a whole-
dates, and
I
everybody's
was a
answer would have
holdout
been, "Who
for-
gives a fuck?"
I was a holdout in 3.5 because of that OGL debacle, and they went to the other one,
Yeah.
4th edition, and I'm like, I'm not buying 4th edition. I'm just happy with where I'm at. I'm not doing it. And then one of my friends was like, look, I got the. You guys, I'll run it if you guys want to play. And we're like, all right, we'll give it a shot. And then it was a little easier to run, right? You can less books and kind of stuff. You can just use like your cards, basically. So
Mhm.
that was kind of fun. And then I was so disappointed in the spells. It was just no spells, right? They took away all the spells. And then when 5th edition came back out, there's like a whole section of the player's handbook of spells. I was like, yeah, they're back. That was it. That was done. 4th
Wait a minute,
edition
is
was
this
gone.
right, you guys?
Nice.
So, Horde of the Dragon Queen and Rise of Tiamat, those are the first released by 5e, as Robin's question was, Cobalt
Mhm.
Press, right? Then in
Well,
2019, and I
From
remember this,
WotC, but with
they
Cold
released,
Press
well,
authors,
yeah, but
yes.
Cobalt Press wrote it, right?
Correct. You are correct. But it
So-
was published by WotC.
Yeah. Tyranny of Dragons came out in 2019. I remember that, and that was a sort of a updated errata with both of them in one book. And now
Mhm.
it says again last month it came out again. Is this true?
They did like the big box thing for it, like a fancy edition.
Wow, I did not even
Ooh.
hear about it. Like no fanfare or anything.
All right. You know what we need to do? I'm going to do this, Rob.
Go to bed.
Next Sunday, I'm going to type you up. If there's any fucking big news, we're going to have the 5-minute segment at the beginning of the show with any fucking TTRPG.
Oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
EN world that shit. Okay.
That's a great
in
idea.
in the D&D world.
do
I
that,
love it.
yeah.
You know, I could just
Yeah.
open
I
the
feel like
EN
it needs
world
more than 5 minutes. So I
email
think
and
it's
read
like
that.
10.
You know,
It did 10.
it depends, like what's coming out
Right.
that week or
That's true,
whatever.
that's
but
true.
yeah.
And don't
Alright,
forget
cool.
that that big, or not big, but an update to Fantasy Grounds too is probably around the corner
Yep.
as well. So
Yeah. So anything like
I'm trying to
valid in
scroll
our
Rob's screen.
What's
in our
happening
little
with Fantasy Grounds?
sphere here.
Is there gonna be major changes?
No,
Bubble.
we just need
It's
a
a
new
no,
bubble.
just
segment.
features being added. And
Oh
stuff.
yeah, okay.
The funny thing will be I can't come to the show every Sunday. Well, I mean I can try, but like I can definitely come every other Sunday, but like the Sundays in between are rough for me, right? Like tonight, I just got the baby monitor. My kid kept coming out of his room and it's crazy. But I
Hey,
can
Need
try.
Drake.
We'll
That
figure
tape
it out.
fixed everything. That
Yeah,
tape
and I
puts
can
you to
always just
bed,
like
shh, stay there.
yeah, I mean I can gather the information too and just like send it to you guys here in
Yeah.
Discord if I can't make
can
the
read it.
show. Yeah.
One of
Oh
us
my
can
god,
read it
they
at
even have the
least.
playtest material stuff listed here.
Exactly.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
god, Rob. He
Because
is in a
everybody here
different
knows how to
world right
read,
now.
So Wikipedia and IMDb and maybe a couple other sites, you get this rabbit hole shit where it. By the way, there's a new show coming out called Rabbit Hole. Kiefer Sutherland. Anyway, you get just it just sucks you in. I actually, do you guys remember Drake might, Layroon might? There was a thing called. Oh fuck! It was made up words.
I know that. Oh fuck one.
No, not spoonerisms, but Rich Hall was the comedian that did it. They even had it as part of a segment on an HBO comedy sketch show. Anyway,
No idea.
whatever. Let's just. Does anybody in the
It's
chat
a game
remember?
show?
No, it was a. Oh fuck! What was the name of that? Rich Hall.
Nicholas?
There's also a website, Sniglets. They were called Sniglets, and they were just
Oh
made up
my
words.
God.
And
The
I even have this. Maybe I can look it up. What's there's a
Oh my
website
God.
now that has that. It's called maybe Google will get it to me.
TV.
Guess not.
Ugh.
There's a blank. I've never seen a blank. I've never seen a search result on Google be blank, like blank as fuck.
Zero.
Just-
No one
There's
listen.
nothing. Wow.
No Sniglets.
You should buy that as a website.
Urban Dictionary. Thank you. Okay. Urban Dictionary, right?
I've noticed I've had an Urban Dictionary a lot of stuff lately, and I don't know if that means I'm getting old or what. But like, I've got a 15-year-old in my house, and he says shit all the time, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. And then I look it up on
Wow.
Urban Dictionary quite frequently.
Oh no, it's not TV suck us in. It's just suck us in. I think. Yeah, here we go. Rob Toohey, April 5th, 2008. I submitted this.
Wow.
Suck us in. The act of getting sucked into a TV show you didn't intend to watch. I was flipping through the channels and I hit some stupid infomercial and I totally got suck us in. So this is what I was saying. That's kind of the rabbit hole thing, right? That's what happens to me. I get on Wikipedia and I'm reading about, Harrison Ford. And then I click on one of his movies and then I click on the other actor. And it's like fucking 4 hours later, right? It's
Yes.
the
You
same.
get 6 up. You get 6 thumbs ups and 2 down.
Who the fuck gave me a thumbs up? It was probably me. I probably did that.
You would
Flagging
be
it.
appalled at the rabbit holes I have gone down while just researching things to write a fucking D&D book, Like,
Yeah.
I once had to Google things like, how much does human skin weigh if it was removed from the body?
human head weighs 8 pounds. I just watched
Mhm.
Jerry Maguire like 2 weeks ago.
Yes. Yeah, my Google search history sometimes looks really fucking scary.
Like, she's an axe murderer. So
It's
I only submitted one thing, 15 years ago?
the FBI file on me now.
Oh,
It didn't
I
take
wanted
off
to-
either, Rob. I never heard of suck us in.
I wanted to go down to get the Suck Us In mug. I wanted to go down to the FBI and ask to see my file. Because Freedom of Information Act, you can just walk in there and ask for that. But somebody told me If they don't have a file on you, if you go in and ask for one, now you have a file.
And they're like,
So I'm like, damn
"Oh,
it!
what- could you spell your last name for us, sir?" As they write it on a tab.
Whoa, this is like front of the mug, back of the mug. Hello, for $32. I don't think so. Free shipping.
For a fucking mug?
Yeah, I don't even know if it is.
Yikes.
That's how they
That's
get you.
yikes.
I'd rather just show this webpage to people and see how impressive it is that I did ship 15 fucking years ago. It's so saying that 2008 was 15 years ago. That just that knocks the wind out
And
of
you
me
know-
just to hear it.
In another like 3 or 4 years, it's not even gonna be worded right. People are gonna be like, "Mommy, what's a TV
Cheers.
show? Does he mean streaming?"
Does he mean
Mhm.
streaming? I gave myself a thumbs up. Cheerbits, thank you, Nafum, for the cheerbits. All right, let's get off this Urban Dictionary.
It's like
The
all
D&D
the
movie.
there's a thing going around the internet, like on Twitter and TikTok and stuff, about how like kids are watching like these YouTube shows or something like that, and they only come out on they're like live broadcasts, and they only come on at like certain times of the day, certain days of the week, and the kid is excited, explaining it to mom, like, and you have to be there at Wednesday at 6 o'clock or you miss the show, right? And
Yeah.
the mom's like, so our children are now discovering what regular TV used to be like.
Right, what we all grew up with,
YouTube,
and we
yeah,
only
but-
had fucking 3 channels, and if you missed it, you fucking missed it.
Yeah, but that was
fucking
when
hilarious.
you couldn't do reruns back then very easily.
True.
Now you got
it's-
reruns.
Just yeah,
and pause and everything.
rewatch the VOD. Yeah.
All right, Pave the
Oh,
World.
now
has
I missed it.
redeemed-
I can watch it 3 seconds later.
Yep.
Pave the World has redeemed Street Cam. Street Cam.
You know how many months I had to fucking wait for Charlie Brown to come back on?
12. You had to wait 12.
Yes, exactly.
So, Pave the World, this is my front driveway. There's a fire hydrant right there. And then that's the mailbox, and that's the light post. And it's currently, as you can see, it is currently February 19th at 7:40 p.m.
1940 for.
What's
you.
funny is that it looks like that's a cityscape, like the lights across the horizon. And really what that is on the left is an airport, a single engine airport, small airport. And on the right is like a power station or something. That's not really, it doesn't look like what it really is. That's kind of funny. Also, if you think the earth is flat, look at this shit. That's some curvature, baby. What the oh, that's just
Yeah.
the lens of the camera.
Single engine airplane, is there some kind of prejudice against dual?
Well, no, I'm just saying small engine airport. It's not like
I see.
a 747 would have trouble. The runway would be too short. I actually was flown there in 2013. I did take off on that runway in a 727 or 737
Yeah,
when
those
I
are small.
when I was flown to Boeing and I was sick. Remember, you guys have all heard that story a million times. But yeah, it was me, the nurse, and the pilot and the co-pilot were the only people on the plane, and it cost that flight, although my insurance paid for it, that flight was $40,000.10. Like, I saw the bill and I'm like, what's this 10 cents? And they go, no, it's just itemized. It's all that. You know, it was itemized. They had like gloves and sheets and everything you had to pay for. Hydrate. Oh, somebody's coming to say hello. I don't know if you guys heard that. Hydrate. I'm drinking water.
I heard Spock.
It's Kirk. Spock is becoming the teenager of the group. He doesn't, like, when I'm sleeping, he wants to do
he's
nothing but bash his head in my face.
Oh
But during the day,
I am-
he won't even come near me.
I am Groot.
yeah, my male cat is exactly like that. Like, he only wants attention certain times of the day. Usually it's like really early in the morning. That's when he wants you to fucking pet him.
Yeah.
And then for the rest of the day, if I try to pet him, he does the little like slink, like curve his back like upside down to like slink away. Don't
Yeah.
fucking pet me kind of interaction.
Like
And-
with his tail at you, like.
Yeah, like it's so fucking funny. But my female cat, like I can pick her up, pet her, she'll just start purring like instantly. She's like, just yes, pet. It like I don't know, I can't explain it, but like my female cat is down for the cuddles anytime, and my male cat, no, only when he fucking wants it.
Yeah.
Rob's got
Let's
work
see if
to
I
do.
can get a picture going here. You're gonna be on TV, buddy.
You need a cat cam. I agree. There should be a redeem for a cat cam.
Oh, I do have a second camera that just points.
Set
down
it
to the
up on
floor.
their like
Probably-
cat tree or wherever they
Here we
hang
go.
out a lot. Kitty!
What
Do you
the?
want to say hi,
It's
everybody?
Perky.
Well, they sure did get big.
She's so pretty.
Oh
Wait, are
yeah,
you sharing that with the stream? You're not sharing with the stream.
I'm not. Oh,
Oh, yep. They definitely can't see, but we can.
Okay.
Yeah, they see the street cam.
oh, okay. One second.
Oh my god.
What about
She's
that?
so fucking
Run
cute.
outside real quick with the cat, then we can see. Oh,
Face forward, buddy. Look, the people are there. Oh, you like me.
you
Look,
can
Have a
make
good night,
Donkey come over
Zelgor.
and bark at him.
She's so pretty.
Is this the beginning of a softer Rob Tui? I don't get it. Kinder, softer.
The illusion of
So-
soft.
She weighs 7.5 and he weighs 8.5.
Oh, nice. They're getting up there.
And when I got him, they were like 5.
Mm-hmm.
And they both weighed the same, but he's male and he's bulking up quicker than she
Yep.
is.
Yeah.
But when they fight, near as I can tell, it's an equal split. Like they fuck each other up big time. I mean, just for fun.
My cats weigh almost exactly the same, but the male is physically larger, but my
Yeah.
female cat is fatter. Like her belly is rounder, so she weighs the same as her brother, even though
Mhm.
he's larger than her. But
What's
my
funny
cats
is
weigh
they-
like 12 and a half pounds.
They are, they are used to, like on the cat tree, they sleep in the same thing together, and now it's getting to be where that's getting to be a
They're
tight
too big?
squeeze. Yeah.
Oh,
And so they still do it, but then they'll be like, oh wait, yeah, and then they'll each go to their own one or whatever. But it's just pretty funny. I'm still training them, and so the truth about me training them is I yell at them, but they will not leave the wet sponge in the sink alone. They won't leave it alone. I wake up and it's in the middle of the living room floor. And yeah, I could just put it away, but I'm trying to train them, don't go in the sink. So now I pick
Can't
the
you just
sponge
put
up
a-
and I hold it. And
Can't you
then
just put a cucumber next to it? I heard that works. I don't know.
tinfoil.
Oh, no, okay. I didn't tell you the tinfoil story. Okay, so you watch all these Instagram things, and it's a cat jumping on a thing with the counter with tinfoil, and then they freak out and jump off. One of the very first days I had them, they were climbing up on my TV tray. I have a TV tray that I eat on when I watch TV
Yeah.
and stuff, and I don't want them on it, right? So I covered it all in tinfoil, and Spock jumped on it and laid down. And I'm like, okay, well, whatever.
Well, that didn't work. He's immune to
so
the
I'm trying to
tinfoil.
I'm still trying to figure
I
out.
think
like,
it's
what the
supposed
fuck.
to be the sound that he wants to wrap that too nice, right? Nice and tight. And
Yeah, so. But anyway,
That's
well,
hilarious.
thank you guys. You normally don't do this long of a show, and thank you to the audience for, well,
Yeah,
y'all
it
won
was
a
awesome.
prize. But, and I'm not saying we have to stop. I'm just saying that it's exciting to be back. And if you missed it on last night, Robin, we had session 0. Robin is DMing Dragonlance every other week. And then this coming Saturday and every alternate Saturday, Drake will still be doing his game, so we'll be doing Drake's DM, and then Fridays.
Robin, you did a good job, by the way.
Oh, thanks.
I watched.
Oh, Layron, did you watch it?
I had fun. It was fun. I was super nervous. I always get really anxious. I've
You
said
actually
this
did pretty
before.
Well, like you did a little prep, probably. And,
I did.
A
yeah.
little.
I
She
could
fucking
tell.
probably
It was
prepped
a
for like
lot.
2 months.
well, I'm just saying, like I could tell.
Yeah.
Thanks.
I ran that same scenario, so I knew exactly what she's doing.
Oh, nice. Yeah, so prior to this, my normal D&D life for the last few years, I've always played with the same people. And I mean, our game group was going on for 5 years plus. So I get really, really anxious and really nervous whenever I'm doing a game, even if it's just a one shot for people outside of that group, right? Because like those are people I've known. I've known that some of them for like a decade now, right? They're very long-term friends of mine, and like they know how I am. I'm kind of weird. Sometimes I
Yep.
do goofy voices, whatever, and like I'm comfortable doing that kind of stuff with them because they're my friends.
Right.
And not to say that like Rob and Drake and all of them aren't also my friends. It's just different. Like we have a different friendship. And so
Are
I
you
get really, I
streaming
get
the
like,
other game?
no, we don't stream it anymore. We used to, but there's been like scheduling conflicts and we haven't played for like 6 months now and yeah, stuff like that. But yeah, I had like really, really bad anxiety like right before the game started. And like, I was just so stressed about it because like, I like everybody there and I don't want them to come away from it and be like, she's fucking weird or, something like that. And I know it's just like a personality flaw of mine, like, because I'm really self deprecating and stuff like that. And yeah, I was super anxious and super nervous. And I'm sure some of that came through while we were going. But
Not
like,
at
I
all.
have a
I was-
good feeling that as it goes, it'll get better, I hope.
Because you said so before the show, I was monitoring whether I thought anybody would catch that you were nervous or whatever, and I don't think
Right.
so at all. I don't think even.
And
one
I don't
person was.
Right. And I'm not even saying it because like I'm trying to express that I don't want you guys to like pick on me or anything like that. Cause I have a thick skin. Y'all can pick on me all you want. Like, and it's not even that. It's just that I guess it's like a performance thing. Like I'm worried that you guys won't enjoy the game. Does that make sense? Like I get really in my head about that. Like afterwards I think of like everything that people said and everybody's reactions and things like that. And I think I'm just really hard on myself about that. Like, oh, did they have fun? Did they enjoy it? And like, does anybody want to like leave the game?
You
like
should
that
do what
kind of
I
stuff
did
fucking scares
when
me.
I was a stand-up comic, Robin, when I was a performer, after about the first 6 months, I changed from that attitude to fuck those people if they don't think I'm funny.
Yeah, but like I care about all of you guys. Like I
Right,
consider
but
you guys my
and of
friends.
course I am
and-
speaking about strangers. That is true.
right.
But
Yeah.
I
so
was a
it's
comics comic. Like I most of my stuff was the people that would be laughing would be the other comics in the back of the room because they get the process and they understand why I was saying what I was saying and all that stuff. And but I mean I wasn't not funny. I mean I think people enjoyed my shows but yeah, I get what you're saying about the performance about like did everyone
Yeah,
have
it's like
a
a
good time?
performance
Yeah,
anxiety.
exactly. So but I would 100%. I've known you for a few years now and I would 100% say you don't even have to worry about it.
Thanks.
And
But I
the
mean,
whole
it is a
stream and all that. Yeah, it's all nerve wracking. It definitely is.
Yeah. And like,
Look at all
at
the
the end
people
of the
you got.
day, the concern for me really is, are the players having fun? I want the game to be fun for everybody. I don't want anybody to ever walk away from the table and be like, that fucking sucked. Like I had a terrible time. So like, that's always my concern.
I will tell you that has happened to me in life. I have played not just D&D, but I have played games with people where I was like, that was no fun.
Yeah.
And
Everybody's,
yours-
I'm sure
I-
everybody's experienced that.
Yeah, I can't
I am
imagine
not
that
coming
even
back to this
happening
house.
with you. Huh?
I've done that. Gone to they pick up a card on a gaming index card. You go, oh, they were running a D&D night Saturday night over here. I'm going to show up. That was the last time you showed up too. I'm not going back. They're like calling you. Are you coming to play? No, my cat has Simplex 10 or something. You know, you're making shit up.
There was that one time my friend invited me to go to a physical game here. This was like 4 years ago, and I went and in. They were sitting around the coffee table in the living room or whatever. Oh, hi, I'm Rob, and oh yeah, welcome. And the DM was like, okay, I'll work your character in. And 4 hours later, I was not worked into the game.
Oh my God.
And so he goes, well, that's it. I guess we'll work you in next time. And I go, yeah, that's not happening. And
Yeah.
my friend was like, dude, you didn't have to be so rude to him. And I go, I was rude to him? Fuck you.
Kind of along the same vein, here's the problem I had, and this is not spoilery about the Dragonlance campaign because we already ran this scenario, but that very first scenario that we opened with in the Dragonlance book, where everybody goes to the statues of all the deities, that scene, right? In the book, as written, that scenario is only supposed to be ran for characters that already have connections to deities, i.e., clerics, paladins, maybe a druid, right?
Stupid.
And when I read that, I was like, no, I am literally not going to do a whole 20-ish minute scenario for the one cleric in the party.
Yeah, that's
For
brilliant.
one
that you,
player.
that you did that. It's
Yeah,
funny,
so
that-
ridiculous.
That
when I was
reminds me.
prepping, that's why I kept asking, what are you guys playing? what classes are you guys thinking of playing? You know, like all this stuff. Because when I was prepping, I really wanted to alter those beginning scenarios so that everyone could take part, right? And like,
Brilliant.
I'm not against some players having like a spotlight scene. Like, I think that's fine. I just didn't want to do a whole scenario, basically a whole
Right,
encounter for
for
just
one
one person. That's crazy.
Right.
So I was like, no, I have to make this work for everyone. And so I
You
looked
also
at the
made-
Dragonlance deities and I was like, hey, this deity kind of fits the class you're playing. This one kind of fits the class you're playing. And I kind of plugged them in that way. And I think it worked out fine.
You forced every single player at the table to write down a deity on there.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
Never
write it down.
used-
I
I've never
hot
used
linked
that
it.
spot before.
Right.
So
And it's also a good way to
It's
like
awesome.
ingrain you guys in the world, like in the universe, you know. So I don't know. I was
That's a-
trying.
Well, I really think it was designed to do like 3 or 4 one shots, or like
Mhm.
kind of like session 0 for each one of those
Yep.
groups of people.
Yeah.
And it doesn't work well on a stream, you know.
Exactly. Yeah, and that's how the book says. You know, it literally says if these are the only players, you should run this scenario with just those players, or you know, they word it some way like that. And I was just like, well, that's not happening for
Yeah.
us.
You-
So we
you're
gotta.
making
Yeah.
you're
we gotta
making
fix
such a
this.
good point, Robin, about adaptability, because
Mm-hmm.
people often
Yep.
forget that these books are guidelines and you can do
Yeah,
whatever you
yeah.
want. So I
Oh,
was
for sure.
running Curse of Strahd one time and I was streaming it, and I led the players through a gate into this area by the castle or whatever, and someone in the chat wrote, "That's not how that goes." And I'm like
No shit,
the
Sherlock.
fucking Curse of Strahd book is not the fucking Bible. It is a guideline, and that is how it goes in my game, fucker. You don't have to stay. I like bitched him out big time
Exactly. Yeah.
because I'm not a nice man.
Yeah, there was somebody, I think it was maybe Sven, who was asking me about like adding the extra races into Kryn. And my reasoning has always been, look, planar travel exists. I don't give a shit what you say. This is the one thing I don't care if you inject into other worlds. I'm not going to change the lore of the world, but if you want to play something that doesn't exist in that world, we're going to find a reason, find a way to explain how your character got there. And I'm okay with that. I understand there's people out there that are wholly against that, but
Yeah.
I don't have a problem with that. Now, I'm not going to say, oh, you go here and like there's a whole colony of these people living here. That's not going to happen. I'm not going to inject new races into the world and they have like their own civilizations. I'm not going to do that. But if one player, right, yeah, like if one player wants to play a fucking Tabaxi, fine, we'll explain it how you're playing a Tabaxi in Kryn. But there's not going to be a civilization of Tabaxi living in Kryn.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Though there's no breeding of Tabaxi going on in Kryn.
Yeah,
You gotta go
exactly.
back.
Yeah. So, you know, maybe you came through the Feywild or whatever. Who fucking cares? At the end of the day, that kind of stuff isn't that important, is what I'm saying.
Guardians of the Galaxy. I am Groot.
Exactly.
Groot. Yeah, it's funny. I live by the school of Jeremy Crawford. His advice on being a DM is do some preparation, but don't do too much preparation.
Yeah.
And based
Yeah.
on my performance as an entertainer for so many years, I just kind of, when I DM, I just kind of wing it. And I do find myself, like, I think what specifically happened in that example I was giving was I fucked it up. I do try to run the adventure as close to what they say as I can.
Mhm.
But I also, if I back myself into a corner that I shouldn't have, I fucking adapt my way out of it, and then
Yep.
that's what you're supposed to be able to do. And then it's still,
Yeah,
the
same.
players don't know. They don't know the fucking
Yeah.
book said go left and I went right. They don't know that. And so
Unless
you-
they
you know.
read it.
And then, well, you know what I would do?
Right.
This is how I DM.
You know, the third time my DM didn't do it that way.
Yeah. Oh god, my whole regaling my stories about being a dungeon master in the AL online thing like 6 years ago, and the power players would show up and they would play the adventure 6 times to get the magic item, and then they would go, no, that doesn't go like that. And I'm like, it fucking does go like that today, you know?
Today, that's
Yeah,
right.
because they were like, that's not how we did it the last 5 times. And I'm like, why are you fucking playing this 5 times? And but I like to, and it's fun for me. So this is exactly what I do. I open the Fantasy Grounds module to that day's, like, the next 3 or 4 things I think is going to happen. And I go through it, and I sort of skim it and say, okay, here's a couple encounters, here's some thing where they have to role play to try to get out of this, whatever it is. And then I read it as I'm DMing it. And so I'm learning what it is when they're learning what, I don't do that much.
Oh,
prep.
that's
Yeah.
bold.
It's bold because, and then
It's fun
I'd
to
say-
watch. It's kind of like driving backwards on the interstate. It's kind of
and I'd say 40% of the time I fucked myself into something I shouldn't. But then that's what's fun for me. That's what I like about DMing is, okay.
That's because you
and-
love improv. You love
Right,
making shit up on the
exactly.
Yeah,
spot.
that makes
right.
sense.
And I got to fucking
he's
figure
like,
out how to...
random encounter. Yes. Random
So
encounters,
the
yes.
players are having fun because they're playing the adventure. I'm having fun because I'm panicking. Like, oh my God, what do I do? And then, but I don't show panic in my voice. I just am in my head. And it used to be like that when I was on stage and doing stand-up comedy. I had set pieces. I did have material that was already set in stone that I could do. But 80% of my show was just fucking around and asking people questions in the audience and having people come up on stage and play like password porno, which was never the same, and doing all that kind of shit. That's why I never got a sitcom or didn't get famous, is because, I'd have managers and agents and stuff come up to me after the show, and like if I did the Comedy Store or the Melrose Improv or something, they'd come up and go, Rob, you're really funny, but you don't have a point of view. We don't know what your character is. We can't put you in a sitcom because we don't know who you are. And I was like, fuck. And then unfortunately I never changed that. I was having too much fun doing a different show every night that I just, and then I got sick, and then, okay, now I'm out. Now I'm show business anymore. It's over. Thank you. That's my depressing story.
Nice.
Good night.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay.
No.
I'm like, I don't know. I wouldn't say half and half, but I am definitely more of like a prepper. But I don't think I'm like an over prepper. Like there's some people out there that just like prep everything. Like, here's what the NPC is gonna say, and I've got like note cards for the big bad guy's evil speech, or I'm not that deep.
Yeah.
But I have read, like, we're running Dragonlance. I've read the first 2 chapters of the like adventure portion of it, which is like chapter 2 and chapter 3 of the book, and I always do like a quick read through just so I know, like, okay, these are the points that the players need to hit to advance the story, right, to get from point A to point B and fight these encounters that are in the book. I always do that. And then anytime I've ever run like WotC content, right, we get it in Fantasy Grounds, what I do is I go back through it, and especially in the case of this game, we have 6 players. So I actually have to go back through and edit some of the encounters, because when you have 6 players versus, the average of like 4, I think is the normal party size, the encounters don't work. You have to adjust them. And so I do some adjustments there, and oftentimes I'll find that there's points in a lot of WotC books where they talk about like, oh, the party needs to travel like from point A to point B, and then there's not really much information of like what happens on that travel, for example. So I go and I will inject things into that wherever I feel like the book is lacking something, lacking information, lacking encounters, lacking things for the players to do. I will always 100% of the time add content to the adventure.
Absolutely.
Because otherwise you have this point where the DM says, okay, you guys spend 3 days traveling from point A to point B. That's fucking boring.
Yeah.
Like, I want stuff to happen. I want you guys to have an adventure. So like, sometimes maybe I'll add in, oh, you guys find like this, maybe you find a tomb, and do you guys want to go in and explore the tomb? And it could just be a short, like, little 3-room dungeon that the players can go in and like get some loot and fight some monsters and maybe solve a puzzle, or something fun in between you're traveling from point A to point B. So that's how and like, I don't really think it's over prepping, because a lot of the times I'm reading it while we're running it, and I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot, we have to do that or
Well,
whatever.
there's one thing I can say that has changed a lot from tabletop to VTT is the random encounter is no longer random anymore to me.
Yeah.
It may appear at a random time but there's a map, there's the counter set up, the freaking
It's true.
the tokens are been picked out. It's not random, right?
That's true. Yeah.
Where at the table I'd be like, oh, and I dig around in my miniature box,
Mm-hmm.
3 of these show up, and then open the monster's manual, and voila, random encounter.
You know what you can do to like have random encounters is actually just when if you have like a table that you're supposed to roll on for a random encounter, option 1 is 2 owlbears, option 2 is 4 hobgoblins, whatever, right? You can take that table and just make all those encounters and also put all of those encounters on the same map. And then you have like a lot of versatility.
Yeah, no,
you can roll that
I
random
do do
encounter
that
and
a
still use the
lot,
same
yeah.
map. Yeah.
Yeah, I do that. Even right on the table, I'll link the encounter right on the table. Beep, beep, beep,
Yeah.
beep, beep,
Yep.
beep.
Oh shit,
Same.
okay.
Hey, we're
Hold
getting
on,
ready.
hold on. We have
Go ahead, Fury, go
2
ahead.
raids coming in. Crispy Bangs and also Bane TBC.
Thank you for the
Boom.
raids.
2 raids. Thank you,
The 11
Crispy
o'clock
Bangs.
raids.
Thank you, Bane TBC. And welcome, Crispy Bangers and Bane TBCers.
Welcome, Raiders.
I always take the person's screen name and add ERS to it because that's fancy. And yes, we're just finishing up the Big 5 anniversary show. By the way, I think for those of you that were late, I'm going to go ahead and do a solid to you. For those of you that weren't here when we did this announcement, let me do it again. You get a prize just for being here. So if you're here, go to my Discord channel. I'm gonna bump that time back to 9 o'clock now. 9 p.m. Pacific, midnight Eastern. You have to do this by then, but you can claim a prize from the Forge
1
or
hour.
the DM's Guild, any one item you want, and just
55 minutes.
PM me in Discord the secret word, which is
55
winner.
minutes. Yep.
Like that. The secret
Winner.
word is
Winner, Rob
Chicken
Tui dinner.
winner.
Oh.
So just remember, as the slide says, if you choose something from the DM's Guild, I need your email. If you choose something from the Forge, I need your Discord. I'm sorry, not your Discord, but your Fantasy Grounds forum name. And then just choose your prize and PM me by in the next 55 minutes, and I will. Hugely generous, Bane. That's exactly right. One person that you guys weren't here for, we did a drawing. One person won the Insanity Bundle, which is all 400 plus products that I have on DM's Guild. They won it. It was Farmer Tom. So there you go.
Farmer Tom.
And for the next week, he is looking through his prize.
By the way, if you win a prize, do this now. Do this now. it
Do
says.
this now.
And I'm not going to forget this time to take that. I'm going to leave the slide there just for another minute, but I'm not going to forget. Next time I show something on screen, I'm not going to forget to take that off.
And I'm gonna shout you out, Crispy Bangs. I'm just waiting on the time. There's like a timeout after shout.
Yeah. I got
Which is so silly for this. And silly is my
are you
nice
talking
word
about
for
SO?
it.
What's the
Yeah,
timeout
like
on
you
that?
can only do a shout out every 2 minutes, which is stupid.
well, unless
here
you
we
do
are.
a bot command shout out.
Oh, true, but I don't think Rob has those set up.
I
No,
didn't
he
even
doesn't
know
have his
you could
bot
do
set
a
up.
shout out. I've seen other people do that on stream. I didn't know that was like a predetermined command.
Yeah, I'm trying to use the built-in
Yeah, there's-
Twitch shout out, but it
Yeah,
has a
the Twitch
cooldown.
one means that they don't have to leave your channel that they're watching and then follow the other channels.
Oh, cool. Bob typed it, but it didn't do anything.
Yeah, because he was
Is
trying
that
to do
because
a
it's
bot
timed
one.
out? Okay.
No. He was trying to do one that doesn't exist. To do the Twitch one, I think only moderators or the streamer can do it, and it's a slash command.
Oh, okay.
I'm about to do it in 20 seconds when the timer goes away.
You're welcome, Don Paulo. I should be saying Don Paolo. You have to say that with
Don Paulo.
Don Paolo.
Oh, so
Yes.
for the Raiders that joined us, if you're not familiar with this show, we usually talk about Fantasy Grounds, the virtual tabletop. We talk about functionality, how to use new modules, extensions that come out for it. But tonight was a little different because it's our 5th anniversary. So and y'all missed it, but there was a fun little quiz that Robin put together.
Right? We had a trivia show. Hmm.
Yeah, it was fun.
We got into this wonderful debate about the release leak OGL.
OGL, yeah, we
Scandal.
talked about that. Mhm.
Talked about
Yeah.
the D&D movie.
We did.
Talk-
Yep, we
And
talked
we
about the
talked
movie.
about how they made Star Wars in the back of a pickup truck with a crane in a parking lot in Van Nuys, California.
Mhm. And practical effects over CGI any
And
day.
We talked about when the bar was set. Robin mentioned when Lord of the Rings came out in 2001. By the way,
Yeah.
I think I've told
Lower
this
your
before.
expectations.
I was in the
Go easy on
theater
stuff.
in Burbank, California, is where I saw Lord of the Rings, first one, and well, all three of them. And I was sitting in the theater, and the movie 3 hours goes by, and it ends, and Legolas says, "Follow me," or whatever happens at the end of the first one, and I was unaware, and then I'm like, and my friend leaned over to me and goes, "Oh, it's a trilogy," and I yelled out in the theater. I yelled at the top of my lungs, "This is a 9-hour, $27 movies were $9 at the time. $27 movies. Fuck that!" And I got a huge laugh. And then after the laughter died down, just real quiet in the back, another guy goes, "Yeah, fuck that." It was hilarious. In high school, I was the
riots
movie.
at the movies.
I was the movie cut up that in high school where I would wait for I would only do it once during every movie, and I would wait for some opportune moment, and then I would yell out a thing and get the crowd laughing. That was the beginning of my career.
We stink bombed the movie theater like 3 times. It was funny.
Did you do the shout out, Robin? Did the next one work?
I did. Yep, I sure did.
Okay. It doesn't in Chat GPT. That's not what
Oh,
this
yeah.
is. Chatty is what I meant. I'm so fucking.
Yeah.
It doesn't show up in there for me, so I just wondered.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, you'll see it if you're looking at like the regular Twitch interface.
Got it. Well, who made the fart noise? What was that?
I don't
How
know.
did you do that?
Was it me?
You mean was it
Moskin
a real
Fods
fart?
played the fart for 300 bits.
Oh,
Oh,
Moskin.
wow.
There we go.
I didn't
Moskin
know
Fods
like
played the
that.
fart sound for
That-
300 bits.
That's an old ass fart, man. That thing reeks. It's been bottled up for a long time.
All right, let's change to monitor 3. No, monitor 2. No, monitor 1. Yes, monitor 1. Let's go here to this one like that. What else, everybody? We did so we've been normally our show. Oh, but by the way, for the Raiders who are joining us, normally the show's maybe an hour on Sundays. We do games on Friday and Saturday.
When
And
has
those are,
that been normal? It's always like
and
2
then
hours.
like Fury was explaining how what we did today, but most times we do the fantasy ground stuff for like 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
And then it's 90
Trying to make it
minutes.
sound a little bit more professional
Yeah,
than what we
it's
really
but
are.
it always devolves into this bullshit conversation, which everyone has fun, and we
Yeah,
always.
Well,
we
it's
still
not
have-
it's not that bad because we were talking about Dragonlance and everything, and then we were talking about good DMs like Robin who will flesh out the story when there's weird gaps, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
We-
always
We did keep it pretty tangentially related tonight.
Yeah, there's
I'm
always
impressed.
it's always
She-
rinsed.
she's
with
only done one session.
legitimacy.
We can't say she's good yet.
Yeah, you guys, you have no idea. You'll see. You'll be like, holy shit.
I'm just
what the
basing
hell is
that off
going
of
on?
Robin being a good storyteller in
Oh,
general.
well, I don't know about that, but
What I like is that we went from level
Robin,
1
let
to
me sing
level
your
2.
fucking
That's
praises, okay?
What I like is that we went
Thank
from
you.
level 1 to level 2 in the first episode. So that means it's going to be 1 level per week, which is going to be awesome.
no, it won't.
Oh, it doesn't? That's not what happens?
No. I just really hate first level D&D.
Okay.
That could be like a whole.
So,
That could be a whole
Especially
show topic.
all these characters have. I've been planning this character for 6 weeks, and
Yeah,
I got it. This
a
whole
rat
thing,
bit
and
me,
here's
I'm
some
dead.
artwork and thud.
Oh, no one's
First
no
level
one's more
D&D.
traumatized by the prospect of that than me, as you all know. You've heard many times my story about that.
Let's
Because-
throw
because-
people that have
I
D6s and D8s for hit dice against monsters that do D10s and D12s in damage. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Fucking dumb.
Oh,
Sorry.
speaking
I
of
thought it
rolling
would
a
have been
1.
hilarious if Rob's wizard had 1 hit point. That would have been so funny.
How many ones did I roll in last night's game, y'all?
A lot.
5.
Oh god, even on Friday night you rolled so many ones.
Yeah, but I rolled 5 last night, and it was crazy.
Yeah. And I felt so bad for Sven too, because his stat rolls he had to take standard array. His
Oh, yeah.
stat rolls
Yeah.
were so bad.
Mine were
felt
just
bad for him.
above it, just slightly.
Yeah.
But I feel fine. My character's not some great hero, right? He's a normal guy. So I took a
Mhm.
couple ability points, right?
Yeah.
He's fine.
Exactly. Whoo-wee. I can't wait to play again, you guys.
I feel like I had a lot of fun last night. I'm kind of jealous.
Oh. If there wasn't already 6 players in the game, I'd be like, we're gonna get
Oh.
carried in for sure.
Well, yeah, because I am in a altering Saturday, and y'all played on a Saturday. I was off.
7
I
players.
mean,
Can we do it? Can we do
I-
it? Is it?
I-
No, I'm not gonna throw you off that much.
The
Squeeze the
thing
camera
is,
in on the
I know.
overlay.
Can we put a camera on the
I'm-
overlay?
I'm usually not.
Maybe you could have it pan back and forth between 2 people.
I'm usually. Oh yeah, the fucking overlay. Oh Jesus.
You know what? If
forgot
you
about that.
need like a guest character, I'll be a
Yes,
guest character.
for sure.
Um,
Can I-
Actually, I have
you
this
guys
really
know
cool
this?
character concept for you, and I'll tell you about it off stream because it'll take up a lot of time.
Okay, yeah. Look, I just want to say my very first 5th edition game I ever DM'd. There's video evidence of this on the internet. I DM'd for 9 months a group of 9 players. 9
Oh
players.
my
We went for
God.
9 months. It was insane, but I loved every minute of it. It was chaos all the time, but it was great.
You in the back row, third seat from the right with a pink shirt on. What are you doing on your initiative?
No, I mean, it was like that
okay,
group was
my
the group
turn's
that I
over.
played
I'm
with
gonna go get
forever.
McDonald's drive-through. I'll be back.
Right? That's the person that has to get the snacks.
Like,
You roll a 1, you're like, ooh, I could get a fish sandwich. Ooh.
it's crazy too, like how, because like it's the same group I told you guys about, like my longtime friends, and there were so many of us that wanted to play. We literally couldn't like say no. It was because our friend group was so close, and we just couldn't. There was no way we could be like, oh yeah, Steve and Andrew can't come or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, we just did all 9 players, and I DM'd for them. And basically, what happened is like some people over time just ended up dropping. Our friend had a baby, so he had to drop out of the game. Another friend
Babies
took
ruin
another
everything.
job, and he just couldn't make it anymore, so he dropped out of the game. And eventually, the game just kind of fell down to the last 5 players, and those were the people I played D&D with for like the last.
So basically, you
years.
just had to wait them out
Yeah,
until
I
they
just
weeded
had to
themselves.
wait my runs out.
We'll
until
whittle
they
it
leave
down to the
game.
core group.
Yeah,
I think it's-
Love
but I
it.
mean, we're
I
we're all
was
still
listening-
really close, and like
I was listening
it
to
is
this
what it is.
podcast where one guy had they've been doing it for 33 years or something. That's very rare, right? But if you think about it, most D&D groups devolve into like all the groups we have. There are Friday and Saturday group night. It's not original people. It
Yeah,
changes.
well,
right?
John
Yeah.
had a baby, and Sarah moved across town, and the time
Yeah.
doesn't work for her anymore. Like fucking life happens. That's
The
how it is.
AARPG group's been together pretty good.
I would totally DM 2 players, Mosk
Is
and
it-
Foz.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not-
that's what I was gonna say. My sweet spot is, to me, the perfect amount of players is 4. 5 is
I
okay.
agree. 4 is
6
I
is
would
perfect.
pushing
DM
it.
2 players if they're willing to play 2 characters apiece.
No, but
No,
it'd be
no, no.
so much fun just doing a duo.
Yeah.
Like that would be really fun.
But
I
it starts
can't-
at
I
4. To
wouldn't
me,
doesn't balance out in my head enough for.
it
Fair
starts at
enough.
4 and it goes out. Like if you put the hammer down on number 4, that's perfect, and then it goes out. 3 and 5 is okay. 2 and
my-
6 is and then 7 is no.
My role right now is it takes 4 to play, babe. It takes 4 to play.
Yeah, see my bare minimum players in a normal game, I think I would bare minimum 2 players. I'm good. Let's play. I don't give a shit. Right? I would prefer 3. Right? 3 would be preferable. 4 I think is perfect. The perfect amount of
Yeah.
players.
How-
5 I would do. No problem. 5 great. 6 I'm fine with that. 7's pushing it, but I'd
Seven's-
still do it because I'm
Yeah.
crazy and I've already done it before. So like no big deal.
What I do is whatever your group is, like let's say you have 5 players, if somebody's sick or doesn't show up, you do it with the 4, and then somebody else can play that character, or you just maybe
No,
if
so
you're doing
my
if
you
you're
guys are
stu-
gonna hate this.
if you're doing tabletop kitchen, you might just say that player isn't there that day. But if you're missing 2 players, this is just for streaming. If you're missing 2 players, then it's canceled that week. That's how we do it. Yeah.
Interesting. I wouldn't cancel. That's just me. Whenever a player,
everybody's gone, you're there. Well, none of my players are here, but I'm gonna DM anyway.
I mean, I'll play the game by myself.
I'll tell you what that happens to these characters, and when they come back next week, then I'll tell you why they're dead.
Roll initiative. All right, here we
You
go.
lost your magic axe. I'm sorry. Show up next time. No, I'm
That's
kidding.
right.
Oh my god,
Be here,
perfect.
bitches.
Great initiative, great incentive to be out there.
Yeah. If a player's missing, though, what I do is like they're there. No one controls them. This is in my own game, right? Obviously, Rob, whatever you guys do, I'm gonna do. But if I was running the game and I was streaming it, this is how I would do it. Players missing. Their character is still with the party, but they're not feeling very well. So they're kind of hanging back. They're not partaking in combat. They're not partaking in the adventure, but they're not going to get like left behind. Like especially if the party's like traveling somewhere, right? Like that
Right,
character.
but what
needs to
about
go with
XP?
them. They'll still get the XP for the night.
It's
Now,
a milestone.
So no
problem,
incentive
like,
to
missing
show
all
up.
the
then.
fucking time. No, I'm just saying. But if they're missing all the time, then we're just going to remove that player from the game.
I see.
I feel like I'm a 3 strikes kind of person. Like if
We-
you
we-
don't tell me you're not going to be there 3 times, and then
Yeah.
you're not there, like you're done. I think
You
that's
give them 3, I
disrespectful.
give them 2. I'm like 2.
We've
Yeah.
always done it where if just one person is gone, another person in the party will play the character.
Yeah,
what-
and I know that you guys do that.
Yeah, what's cool about
not
that
bad.
is it kind of helps. Well, certain players, like there's players like Sven is one of these savant type person that knows every power of every character and knows, didn't you forget you have? And I'm like, oh yeah, I fucking, how do you know about? But for me, if I play someone else's character, it helps me learn about their stuff.
That's true.
Gets in my head.
Yeah, and I can see that. I've learned a lot about like clerics because I've had to play Medicare
like,
times.
What was the one we played where everybody switched characters every week? The Rick and Morty.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
fun.
That
I
was
came
fun.
in as a guest player for that one, so that was fun.
Yeah.
There's one of the things on the Rob Tui crit miss tables that says everybody changes characters until the end of the encounter.
That's wild.
And what's funny is it hardly ever comes up, but Joe Numbers, when he was DMing, it would always come up and he would just go, yeah, we're not doing that. It was so funny.
Yeah,
we
in
got-
Fantasy Grounds, I'd be like,
There was something we rolled, those tables each have 200 entries, and we rolled something last night, and I was like, oh yeah, that never comes up, and it came up again. Was that Friday or Saturday? I don't
That was
remember.
Friday. The
Yeah.
same thing came up twice. What was it? The 20 minus 20 from the initiative and take the
Oh
absolute.
right, the absolute number, and people were like, "What? There's math? What's happening?" Subtract 20 from your initiative and take that absolute number, and that's your initiative for the rest of the encounter.
And Gorbidal had the
What does that
perfect
mean? 'Cause I'm not that
extension for
smart.
that.
Yeah, there is an extension that does it. It's crazy. but
Can you
only for
explain it to
NPCs.
me like I'm 5? So
Yes.
how does that
So,
work?
So
like, say your initiative is 17.
Uh-huh.
You subtract 20, and so
Negative
now
3.
your initiative is -3, but the absolute number is always positive, so it would just be 3.
Oh.
So say you
I'm
had
thinking there's gonna be way more math involved.
no,
Okay.
no, but say you had an initiative of 13.
Uh-huh.
What would your initiative be
Negative
after
7.
you do it? Right, but
7?
7
7.
exactly. You just take the negative away.
Oh, okay.
But if it's 10,
I'm sure I learned this in school. I just don't fucking remember this. I'm also not that smart.
Absolutely. See what I did there with the word absolute? I made it
Very
double
clever.
that. By the way, you guys, Robin has shirts. Oh my God, let's show him, Robin. Do you have the link?
Oh,
So you want to roll a 1 then, right? Then you would
Feels
be on a
awfully
19, would you be your initiative? right?
chili.
Correct.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to show you guys this. How do you get rid
I
of
guess we're
these?
gonna shill my merch now.
Wait, what are you going to
Thanks.
show on stream? Not sure
My
we wanna
merch?
see that.
Robin's
Oh, okay.
merch.
From my
Which-
stream. There you go. It's
What
in.
is this? Lyroon has
Discord?
made a thing. I don't know. Okay, here we go. So I'll put the link in the chat, everybody. So I've already ordered mine. These are Robin's. I ordered the purple one. Listen, I'm not that smart.
Yeah.
Robin
it's
says
my
this all the
catchphrase.
time.
I say that all the fucking time.
All the fucking time.
All the fucking time.
You can get.
Nice.
Oh,
I-
this is.
I'm thinking about getting a sticker for my car.
Yes.
Yeah, but the problem
Right on
is
the
people
bumper.
will think you mean yourself. Like they won't know it's Robin.
Yeah, I just need to add the other color options. The only thing you can get the different like background colors is the plain regular t-shirts. Everything else is pink. So if you don't like pink, sorry. I haven't
Yeah, I
gone
won't
and
wear a
added all
t-shirt
the
unless it's
other
black 'cause I'm a
colors.
fat guy.
right.
It's more of a following though. It's like, you know, a cult. Listen, I'm not that smart cult,
Yeah.
right?
Listen, I'm not that smart.
Oh, you
Like
can
down
do
here, there's Salt Life. Everybody
gray,
has that on
pink.
their car.
Oh
Salt Life.
God, I
Salt
hate
Life.
that.
gray, white.
Yeah, and mine's gonna say, "Listen,
Listen.
I'm not that smart." Life.
That's right. Anyways, guys,
exactly.
if you want to order Robin stuff, there you go. Boom. I ordered my. This one's the one I ordered yesterday. When does it ship? 7 to 10 days. I don't know.
They have it in
mine-
extra
mine's
lazy
still not
size.
here.
Look,
They
they
have
have
it
it in
in-
way
have it in-
5XL. I could get
Look.
that for my car.
Hey,
Yeah,
some
Rob-
people wear
Rob
that
Toohey's
size.
a
New
3XL,
car
by the
cover.
way, for all those birthday wishes coming my way. I'm a 3XL.
Cheap car cover.
I like to buy. I'm weird. Like I think technically my size I should be wearing is like maybe a medium or a large in women's clothing, but I buy everything XL because I don't like clothing to be like super tight.
Yeah,
Like
I like to
really like
swim in it.
a looser fit. Yeah.
That's right.
So I'm really picky about clothes. But usually I'll buy like a men's large and that fits me like perfectly. I love a men's large.
This is
I
funny.
like it where my gut hangs out the bottom. And
I like. Yeah, I'm gonna get an extra small and wear that. It just comes down to my like. Chest.
Oh my god! I can remember a time where I actually did fit into extra small clothes. Oh, I
yeah,
miss
me
it
too.
so
When
much.
I was 2. What's funny is that the saying is, "Listen, I'm not that smart," but it's called "Not That Smart" T-shirt.
Yeah, because like you only get so many characters,
know.
and I wanted to make sure that people knew there's a difference between that shirt and the other 2 shirts that look the same almost, but one of them is orange, like the little burst in the
Listen,
background is
listen.
orange.
we're not
Listen.
that smart.
If you
Some
change-
people aren't that smart.
If you take that URL and you change Emidies to Obtui, you get this.
Oh
You
yeah,
get-
and I wish Stream Elements. So I've changed my username on Twitch, but I can't change it on Stream Elements.
I'll
so
bet if
it's
you email them, they'll do it.
Yeah, probably. But it's using my old Twitch username, dumb whatever.
Here's what's
I
really
need
funny:
to set
iPhone
up my
cases.
elements.
They're on iPhone 14. You can get one for your 8, your 11, your 7.
Wow. I mean,
Yeah,
that's for the
it's
old
dumb.
school people out there. I didn't do
Hey, if somebody's putting Rob Tui on their phone, then it's going to be an 8. You know.
Everyone, just calm the fuck down,
phone.
bitches. That's
You
my
don't get in
foundation.
trouble for having the full curse words there?
Not yet.
Hmm.
Nobody's. I have this mug. I have that at my house, and I have this shirt right
It
here.
hasn't gone. It hasn't gone across the conveyor belt yet.
You can get it in
printer.
purple, which would be kind of. I mean, I don't think so. Maybe you like it that way. What do you mean the conveyor belt? What does that mean?
You know, when it comes off the conveyor belt where they stamp it.
Oh. Are you saying, Mar Musman, I need a red shirt because I'm a Star Trek character who's gonna die real quick? Is that why I need a red shirt? Is that what that's about? I don't know.
No, because you're on the command deck.
But that's well, in the original show it was
generation.
yellow. Mar Musman is saying yes, that's why I am saying. Everybody order the Fuck Kevin mug.
Fuck Kevin. How much do your mugs cost?
$15.
$15.
Or not $32 like that other fucking website, whatever the fuck that was.
Mine are only $12.
Well, you know, because
Rob's
I'm a
like, if
man.
I'm
I
selling
make-
a mug,
I
I'm
make,
making.
I make just
Buy
20%
my
more.
mugs. Yeah, you do. You make more money off of yours, basically.
Because I'm a man and you only make 76 cents on the dollar because you're a woman. Society's bad
That
that
is
way.
accurate. Because I made my shit cheaper.
Society
How much
is
do your
bad.
t-shirts cost? How much are your t-shirts? Did you go with
T-shirts are
the
25.
25?
What'd you do?
Mine are 23. 23.
Don't
closed
get all.
my,
See, but I have a problem.
Streamlabs.
Like, I don't know why my mouse pad is 16 and my stickers
the
3. I think I
default
might have
price.
used suggested
I think you
prices.
just use the default pricing on
Right,
all
but I'm
yours.
one of these, like, to me, merchandise, I can't stand it if it's not symmetrically like 5 or 0.
Oh, I
So-
see what you're saying.
So 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, not 5. Not
I
5.
see,
5,
yeah.
5. They
Interesting.
could be, like, this could be 40. But also, you look at what they give you if you sell one. Like, $45, I think I get, like, 75 cents. I'm not sure what you get, but
No, I think if you're using the default price on the hoodie, I think you get like $12 from the hoodies,
Yeah.
or $10
how
or
do you
something
go
like that.
look at, how do you go see what the profit
It's on
is?
your dashboard, which would be streamelements.com/dashboard/se-merch. I can put you the link. It should open your dashboard if you click this in Discord.
Error store. Okay, here, I'll click the one on Discord. Or here, like that.
It should take you to your dashboard.
All right, your dashboard. I'm going to change all the
Layroon, I
prices.
like your shirt. Layroon linked his shirt design in Discord as well.
Oh, let's look at it.
Looks cool.
This is a grumpy face. Layroon is a wizard with all this AI shit. All right, where was I? Okay, here we go. Oh, okay. $25, profit $11.10.
$11. That's what it is. Wow.
Yeah. So they're giving you like 33% of what it is.
Yeah, something like that. Each item has like the
Yeah,
cost
they're
that it
different,
make
yeah.
that it costs to like make that item, and then they take a cut after that, and then you get the rest of the profit.
Right. Hey, do I have any payments coming to me? I have sold some stuff. Payment history. Let's look at it. How much have I made? I made $100. Oh,
Wow.
is that the threshold? They don't pay you unless you make $100.
The threshold is $50.
Oh, maybe I did it twice. Whatever. But how do I know my? How do I know my? How do I know how much is in the bank or whatever? Oh, there's my address. Everybody, docs my address.
Go to
Easily
the
findable on the
payments
internet. Super easy.
tab,
The which
and
one?
it'll no nope. Yeah, payments up to from where you are. Payment history, maybe. Fuck, how did
Oh
I
yeah,
do
that's
that?
where I was. It
Oh, sorry.
but it doesn't tell me.
Oh, that's weird. Okay.
It doesn't tell me like how much do I have in the bank or whatever.
Okay. Up in the top for your where the web address is, just delete everything after dashboard. Just go back to the dashboard because it's easier to get there from there. Yours looks so different than mine.
It's probably just night mode or whatever.
Oh, okay. Okay. I see. All right. So in the revenue section, yeah, go to se.merch.
Oh, here we
And
go.
yes, here now click payments. Ta-da! You got
Ooh,
$6.50
$6.50 withdrawal, baby. So yeah, I don't know what that $100 was. Oh, that $100 was for a sponsorship I did. This is where withdrawal history. Here we go. $57.40 I've withdrawn, and then I have $6.50 available. Somebody bought a mug. What's up? Maybe it was me. All right, BR Gemmet.
We did it. We
Oh,
found
it's $20. You have to have $20 in there.
Oh, is it 20?
Yeah. What's this marketing?
Oh.
Summer effect, winter effect, pride effect. I don't know. See, that's the other thing is I'm so like MTV generation. Like I look at something and I'm like, I'm out. I can't be bothered to read all this.
Oh, $20. Yep. I see.
Due to COVID-19, production shipping may take longer. What the fuck? Dismiss.
It's so weird. Like on my dashboard, it doesn't show like that you purchased the shirt recently. Like I don't know. It says 24 hours for them to appear, but like it's been more than 24 hours. I'm not seeing it. It's weird. It'll come through.
So here's my sales: 2020, all of this, and then 2021.
yeah.
Nobody's
All of
bought
my
shit
sales
for
were
2
in
years.
2021. fun
That's funny.
as well.
Nobody loves me. That's all right.
Fun. All right, we're probably boring chat.
Is it select shirts now featuring font black and sleeve friends? Okay, whatever. I don't know. Just missed that. Okay. All right, let's close this. Close that. I'm gonna close that. Close this like that. Leroon, thanks for coming.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Thanks.
Oh, he's already left.
Did he leave? Seriously?
He went home.
He didn't. I
No, but he's
don't.
muted. He muted his mic.
Oh,
He's
he
probably
muted.
doing
Okay,
something
yeah.
else. You
Oh,
know
yeah,
he's a
he's-
busy man.
He's still here.
He's
He's
constantly
just
doing
won't.
shit.
I'm
he's-
here.
Okay. I just was saying thanks for coming tonight. OG Leroon, original gangsta. And by the way, thanks to all of you, my other friends who are here. Except for Robin doesn't show up every week. But anyway, everybody, I really appreciate it.
I'm a fucking parent.
I'm only
Sue
kidding.
me.
I'm a parent. Sue me. That one of the ways to get sued is to be a parent. That is
That's
one way to
true.
get sued.
Yep. Because kids are assholes.
They are.
Clip that. I've been waiting for any
yeah,
parent on earth to admit kids are assholes.
Oh no,
Um,
for sure. Kids are assholes.
Thank you, Simbarchi, for 5 years. Yeah,
And it's always,
231 shows in 5
Your
years.
kids in particular.
Right.
But also other people's kids are assholes. So really all kids are assholes.
Yeah. And baby pictures are not cute, no matter who you are. They're not. They look like
disagree.
little sacks of
Newborn
potatoes.
babies
That's
are
that's
ugly as fuck.
debatable.
Newborn babies, yes, ugly as fuck. I think
Yeah.
like 3 to 9 month babies, adorable in general. Generally speaking, that's the age range that babies are fucking
I'll
adorable.
tell you who's cute. Little kitties.
Kitties are adorable all
Cats,
the time.
maybe not so much
100%
as I'm
of the
learning. They're becoming less cute. But they're still
Aw.
they're still cute enough to save their own lives from
I got
fucking shit up in
Bahamut.
my house.
My cat Bahamut on the back of my chair right now, and he is fucking swatting me with his tail. So, sometimes cats aren't that fucking cute. I'll
Oh,
give you
if
that.
I shake this little container of greenies, they come fucking tearing down that hall and in here. They slide around the corner on the hardwood floors like, what's up? That's food, isn't it? Are you going to hand feed us a few of those? Come on, buddy.
Gimme.
Yeah, I could do it right now. Now come running in here. I'm going to do it. I don't know if you'll hear the footsteps, but here they come. Ooh, it's only Kirk. What? Where's Spock?
Uh
playing
oh,
with his
lost a cat.
sponge.
Yeah, he's fucking
Playing with-
doing something he should. There he is. There he's lumbering around the corner because I feed him too many of these. All right, you guys. Now Spock. So what happens is Kirk wolfs all these up, and Spock looks at him like, yeah, and then he gets mad when she eats them all, and I'm like, fight with yourself. So I
That's
throw
so
him-
funny. My cats are the same way.
I throw him in front of him, and then she starts scarfing him up, and then he bats her head like, "Stay off those!"
Bitch.
But yeah, so if I throw 6 on the floor, she'll eat 4 or 5 of them, and he'll get 1 or 2.
Aw,
He's
my
just
cats
looking.
are the same
She's
way.
like wolfing him. He's just looking at him.
That's
like,
why my
"Oh."
female cat is so chubby and my male is normal sized because she steals all the fucking food.
Yeah. So I threw 6 down, and she's now eating her 4th one. He's looking at number 6. Oh, is he gonna go for it? He did. He went for it.
Yay. He got 1/3 of the food.
It's also a weird thing when Kirk eats these. You hear crunch, 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 crunch. When Spock eats one, you don't hear any sound.
He swallows
He's
it
just
whole.
swallowing them. Licking his
When he
chops like,
showed
I
how
did
to
it,
swallow.
baby." Yeah. I guess that's it. Females bite, males swallow. I think that's the general rule in life.
Hey, whatever floats your boat. There's no king shaming.
Zayshawn, thanks for the praising Rob's big package for 5 years online.
Yes.
Oh, it's not just 5 years online. It's just 5 years we've been doing this show. I've been online for 7 years. October of 15.
Yep.
And Robin was
Because
stalking
I was
me for
watching
many
you
of those
back
years.
in like 2016. Yeah.
Yeah, stalking me. Never said hello for 3 years.
Watching.
girl.
Lurking.
Lurking. That's what I keep calling
Lurking.
it.
Yeah.
Stalking.
I'm a habitual lurker. Like I'll pull up in Drake's stream, Sven's stream, like anybody in our circle, if they're streaming, I'll pull it up, chat a little, and then just lurk. Because usually I'm watching people stream while I'm working or whatever.
Yeah.
So it's just.
Oh
it's just
my God! Look at all this homework.
I
have to
appreciate that
do.
your husband comes to my streams.
I
think that's
know.
so cute. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah, he actually was talking about you the other day. He was like, "Hey, Fury is streaming. I don't know if you knew or whatever." And I was like, "Oh yeah, I'll pull the stream open." So I like pull it open, and he's in there chit chatting with you, whatever. And then he was like, "I really like watching Fury stream. He really likes watching your stream because like you're so like friendly and personable." And
Feared streams
I
are
don't
great
know,
because it's just a matter of fact conversation to no one.
Hmm.
And
One
unless
thing
she
to
has somebody
learn.
with her, she's like, and now I'm doing this, and you're gonna know that it's gonna happen.
Right, it's so
because-
chill though. Like
Yeah, it's
so
very funny.
calming. Yeah, my husband.
Except when
is-
I play scary streams and I'm screaming at everything.
Oh, I
Like-
haven't seen you do that. I gotta try to get you when you do that.
Yeah, tomorrow night I'm gonna play probably something spooky. I got some
Nice.
spooky stuff to play.
Nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
you know,
you'll
we
learn.
did this
My husband
whole.
is super
did-
friendly. He likes like hanging out. He likes watching your guys' streams. I think for him too, it's like he likes supporting you guys because you're my friends, So for him, it's like I'm supporting my wife too. He, like, it's my hobbies
That's awesome.
and all that. So he's always like, anytime I'm telling him,
A supportive
like,
spouse.
Drake's streaming or whatever. Yeah, he'll pull it open because he's like, well, he knows like us Fantasy Ground streamers, like we're super small streamers, and like every view counts, And he's just that kind of person. He's really nice and he supports you guys. I don't know.
I love
He's
it.
a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
I did marry him.
He's messy
I would know.
and fresh.
He's
Yeah.
nicer than I am, which isn't saying much. I'm not
What?
actually
No.
that nice of a person, but like he's way fucking nicer than I am. He's a better person than me. I am the first to admit that.
Oh.
Okay, I'm done rambling about my husband. He's
So
awesome.
I want to just point out, except for the D&D movie, we never, in 2.5 hours, we never talked about TV or movies, which sometimes, a lot of times comes up. But I'm not saying we should. I'm just pointing that out. Oh, I thought it was fascinating. Thank you. I think it's winding down, you guys.
I think we're over it.
Yeah, so join us here. I know what to do. Put the slides on. What about that? Ooh, do I even have? I do have the slides in the in this. I did my stream deck. I did Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I got different sections on my stream deck now for each day. So it's much better. So join us on alternate Saturdays for Dragonlance, right?
Yes.
And then join us on the other Saturday for Sleeping Dragon
I hear it's
Drake for
pretty good.
DM Drake. And then on Sundays is this show, of course. And it's always fun, this show. And then on Mondays and Tuesdays, nothing. On alternate Wednesdays, which the next one will be the 22nd. Oh, that's this Wednesday. Holy crap. Glue Maven. We play with Havoc
Maven.
and Fury. And then on Thursdays is nothing. And then Fridays is the Abandoned Mine with Gorbidal for the next 2 weeks. And then we're going to have to train. Gorbidal got a new job and he works Fridays 5 p.m. to 1 a.m. or something.
Oh no.
Yeah, crazy.
Do you guys need a new game? Like an alternating what day was that on? Sorry?
Friday?
Do you need never mind. I can't.
No, listen, it's going to end up probably having to be me. So what do you got?
Well, I can't because on alternating Fridays I play in Drake's game, so I can't because on the Friday.
Oh,
the
and you only
other
have
Friday-
alternating Friday.
Correct. Yeah,
Fuck
would be
Drake.
my husband's night off.
No.
No, don't fuck Drake. I like playing in that game. I was gonna say though, is it okay if I do a little self promo, but also
Oh,
for like me
By all means,
and other people
fire
in our
away.
because on Mondays you don't have anything, so this is not going to affect you at all. But if people are interested, on alternating Mondays, myself, Sven, who you all guys know in the community, and Jingo the Fool, I'm sure some of you know who that is, and Matt Curie, I'm sure some of you guys know who that is. The four of us play Solasta, which is a video game, but it's basically 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons, the video game.
How many players
We
are in
play
that?
sorry?
How many players are in that?
4.
I never got
4.
invited. Oh, how you can only have 4 though, right?
You can only have 4.
Oh, no wonder I didn't get invited.
We'll hold that thought. Put a pin in that. We'll come back to that comment. Anyways, the 4 of us, we play Solasta on alternating Mondays, and 3 of us stream it. And when we stream it, we share like a link where you can watch all 3 streams at the same time and see all 3 of the chats at the same time. So if you're not following like me, Sven, or Jingo, actually, I think his Twitch name is now the Ship of Fools. But anyways, you can find all of that information if you follow me, and we do that every other Monday, and it's really fun. We have a lot of fun. And Drake filled in for us once and was a player in the game as well, and he streamed it. And Drake streams Celeste on his channel. Anyways, I'm just saying, if you're looking for something on Monday nights, it's alternating Mondays. Come check that out.
Awesome. How do you
to
do
go
that
back
streaming
to the pin.
thing? How do you do the multiple streaming thing? I didn't
So
know.
it's like this service, like a web browser service thing called I forget what it's called, multi-twitch, something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
You
multi-twitch.
put all the channel names into a link together, and then when people click that link, you get like 3 or 4 panels of all of the Twitch streams, and then there's one panel with all the chat rooms, so people can chat in all the channels and watch all the channels. I always recommend that you mute all of the streams except one, because you're just going to hear everybody through that stream anyways. But you can chat in all of the channels, which is great. So like if people have certain regulars, you can still see what the regulars are saying on that channel, and then you can see what people are saying on the other channel and like participate in all the conversations. It's great. We love
By the
it.
way, I tried to do the
So
/
that way you
SO
can
thing
support
for
all your streamers.
Exactly.
you, Robin, and it wouldn't do the / SO for you. And
Oh, it's you have to do a / shout out space and then the Twitch user's name.
oh yeah, is it / or /?
I don't know, the / that shares the key with the question mark.
Yeah, / SO and then.
No. Spell
It's not-
shout out all one word.
Oh. No wonder it didn't work. And then you have to.
But
use
not
the
you were
ampersand.
doing exclamation point is what you did.
No, you see exclamation point because I tried that when /
understand.
didn't work.
Tracking
Yeah.
now.
Robin.
Yeah, Bane typed it there in chat for you.
He did. Is Bane a? Oh, yeah.
But he didn't do it, I think, because he can't. You can only do it if you're a moderator. It meant he's giving you the syntax for it.
Oh, and it's without the fuck. It's without the at symbol.
Yeah, without the
Jesus
at.
Christ.
So like you just type
Here we
their
go.
name. You got it.
Oh, you can do the @ too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, the
Yeah,
at
I do
didn't
it
work. It said
'cause, like-
invalid username.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, we just broke
'Cause
Twitch.
I do it so I can find the person's name, so I can spell
Wait,
it correctly.
access missing. What in the fuck is happening right here?
All right.
/
He's having
shout out
issues.
Robin.
Wait, hang
1XP.
on, let him because he'll figure it out.
I know.
It says.
But in case he doesn't get there, I'm like,
It says
Sometimes you gotta
trying
let
to
them
shout
walk
out-
on their own.
It says trying to
Delete
shout
everything
out.
in like
Can I
hard.
Can I finish?
yeah.
It
Sorry.
says trying to. So interrupt me again because it would have been funny. Trying to shout out Robin 1XP access missing perform / view shoutouts. What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Say I don't know 7 more times.
Listen, I'm not that smart.
All right.
here, copy paste that. Oh, that's not gonna show up on Discord.
This is
Put-
fun. I love this.
We can't do the most basic. Why can't you do it, Robin? You know how to do it.
I mean, I could, but I was hoping that you would get there.
Oh well, I mean, type in the chat. Type in
That's
Discord
what
what
his
you would
prom
type
date
in.
said.
I was hoping that you would get prom date.
That's why he has all of us as moderators, so we do this shit for him.
That's true.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be doing this shit.
Somebody did the shout out, so thank you for shouting me out. I was gonna say, Rob. So
Yeah.
I have like we know Drake has Solasta and you have Solasta,
Mhm.
and my husband really likes Solasta.
And Gwydion has
And
it.
then well then, as I say, I can't participate. But basically there's enough people that already aren't in the Monday Solasta group that I'd totally be willing to start a new one. But as all things are, for me it would have to be an alternating weekly thing and on a night that works for everybody. Obviously scheduling is the hardest part of it, right? So but I'm not saying it's outside of the realm of things we could make happen. We could get a second group going.
Yeah, it's too bad you usually have limited time on Wednesdays because we could do one Gloomhaven and follow that with one Celestia.
That's
on the
true.
same
Yeah.
day.
Yeah, it'd be super late
Um,
at night though,
Yeah.
which might be hard for Drake. Drake, you're an hour ahead of us, aren't you? Eastern.
I'm in the bed already. What the hell are you guys talking about?
Yeah. So yeah, scheduling is the hardest part, but I'm not opposed to, in the future we could figure out something out. Maybe do
All
another
right.
group.
We'll keep that in the forefront of our minds because
Yeah.
Monday, I usually don't like to add another day to stream, but
Right.
it seems like it would be
gotcha.
so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, Tuesday, or Thursday would be obviously what
Yeah,
I
I have nothing on any Tuesdays or Thursdays, so like those are pretty open for me. But again, it had to be in the evenings, which doesn't work for everybody all the time. So
Yeah. Well, it does. I mean, you know me. I'm. My only restriction is, do I want to do it or not? That's my only restriction.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I have cats. I don't know if you guys know.
yeah,
The commitment is the
it's scheduling, committing. I get that.
That's
but-
why I'm quiet. I'm like, I don't know. I only have one free day a week now. Do I want to add that?
Right.
to it?
And I totally get that. I totally understand. So I had so much fun when you filled in for us, and I was like, man, if only we could get another game going where we could play with Drake, stuff like that.
Yeah,
You know what's
I'm
really
still
funny,
playing.
Robin?
It's fun.
Every Wednesday, I have my Sven and my other friend Graham over. We play board games, right?
Mm-hmm. I like how
And
you call them my Sven. That's adorable. I'm gonna remember
Well,
that. forever. Somebody clip that.
I was gonna say my friend, and I stopped myself in the middle and switched it to Sven. That's what.
My Sven. Mm-hmm.
In other words, my Sven. But what's really funny is every Wednesday, as he's leaving, going out the door, putting his shoes back on because I make people take their shoes off in my house, and he always looks at me and goes, no matter which Wednesday it is, he goes, Gloomhaven tonight? And I go, I either go, yeah, or I go, it's every other Wednesday. I think at this point he's doing it to fuck with me. It's pretty funny. Yeah.
His humor sometimes is like, wait, was that humor?
Was that a joke?
Oh,
or
Well,
Yeah.
and he'll drop. He's a chronic abuser of puns.
Oh, I love it. That's
Yeah.
one of my
He does it
favorite
all the
things
time.
about Sven. My husband is the same way, right? Like my husband loves like dad jokes, and then I learned that Sven's birthday is literally the day before my husband's birthday, and I was like, that makes so much sense. They have
it
really
December
similar
something?
personalities. Yeah, Sven's birthday is December 6th. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
not trying to dox him or anything like that.
No.
Whatever. And then my husband's birthday is December 7th. And I was just like, that makes so much sense. They both have the exact same like kind of humor. I was just
You know
having a
what?
good
My friend that I mentioned earlier tonight that I go to lunch with every month or two, and she's a grade school pal of mine, Gloria. Her birthday is December 7th.
Oh yeah. Is she
Yeah.
also like a pun lover? Like
I don't know about that, but she is the person when we were in school that had to be the organizer, and she had to be in
oh yeah,
charge
my
of
husband's like that too.
Yeah.
People say zodiacs and shit aren't real, but
Like when we had our in 2005, we had our 25th. So in parochial school, you get out, it ends at 8th grade, right? So we had our 25th anniversary of our 8th grade reunion. And she showed up with like pre-printed quizzes and booklets for everyone. And all,
I love that.
She's great. She's great that way. And everyone else was like, I didn't bring anything. What do you got? All right, Leroon. He's taking off. See you, Leroon. He's the first one to bow out. Huh, pussy!
night,
Oh,
Leroon.
sorry. I didn't mean. I just had a little sneeze right there. I didn't mean to say it. Thanks again, buddy, for coming by. I know.
Well, I
Leroon-
mean, not all of us live on the West Coast where it's
What
like
up,
what,
West Side?
8,
Yeah,
9,
baby.
9 p.m.
Do you know what?
It's already going to be 11 for me.
It's
Yep.
only 5 p.m. here right now. It's awesome.
11.
It's
No,
late for us.
I have to go watch, all kinds of.
What a dick. Sorry.
He said it in the chat. That's great.
You did. It made me laugh.
I have to go watch all kinds of Mayor of Kingstown and Your Honor and all these other. I have to go watch all these. Well, Your Honor I already saw, but a lot of shows. Picard already saw it. That's how I do it because I'm still living in, watching TV and it talks to me. TV talks to me.
Mm-hmm. That's
But what should I eat for dinner? That's the question.
chicken parmesan.
Don't have it. Don't like it.
Fancy.
What?
Let's see. I don't. So when okay, here's the thing. The word Parmesan is like makes me verp a little bit when I hear it. So when I was a kid, I don't know if you guys.
Parmesan.
I think they still sell this. The powdered Parmesan cheese that comes in the green can.
Yeah, the craft
Kind of
ones.
parmesan?
Yeah. So when I was a kid, my mom would make spaghetti or whatever. I would fucking I would cover everything with that, and I loved it. And
Yeah.
then one day, in my late teens or early 20s, or right when I became an adult, all of a sudden, this and every form of Parmesan in any form was just disgusting to me. It smelled like vomit. So now when I hear anything with the word Parmesan in it, like chicken parm, I'm like, no, thank you.
I fucking love chicken parm.
So
like
what
my-
is your second
my
choice,
favorite
Robin, for me to eat?
foods.
As my
Chicken
mother, I need to know from you.
Scallopini then. Chicken scallopini then. Yeah.
Scallopini? Does that have
chicken
scallops in it?
Alfredo. I don't know.
It could. Sure, you got scallops. You got
If
chicken.
you want it to.
Yeah, what do you have, and then I'll tell you what you can
Well,
make.
there's what I have,
Right.
and there's also there's a whole separate
Oh, what you could
category of
order.
what I can get.
And
Gotcha.
what the chances are that he's gonna cook something is slim to none.
Here's something fucking easy.
That
Okay.
cheese-
Spaghetti and meatballs.
Yes.
I
we
don't
know.
have spaghetti, and I don't have hamburger.
All right. Well.
Okay, but you could order it.
Well, that's a whole thing with my like DoorDash doesn't even know how to find me. I could use Uber.
Okay,
Eats.
then what do you have in your house if you
I have
can't
okay.
do
I have a
DoorDash?
frozen pizza. I have
Oh,
I have
God,
soup
no.
and crackers. I have chili.
Soup is great.
I also
I
have
love
tuna fish,
have some
I
soup
also-
and salad.
applesauce. I don't have anything that resembles salad. I do have salad dressing though.
Oh my
Um,
god.
I have
Do you live like this, Rob?
I have banana. I have one.
I wish I
potato,
lived close to you. I'd be bringing you like, hey, here's a casserole.
and I would eat
Enjoy.
it. Anything you made me, I would totally eat it.
Because I'm like, we cook.
Make him
on-
chicken parm.
Even you
Yeah,
could
I'll
bring
make
me chicken parmesan, just don't tell me, and I fucking wolf that shit down. I just can't know. Oh, because I
Actually,
can't,
chicken parmesan doesn't really even have that much parmesan in it. It's maybe like mixed with
Yeah,
breadcrumbs
it's just
or
like,
topped on the pasta, but it's
Don't-
usually breaded chicken cutlet with mozzarella on top melted.
don't you try to
Yeah.
game me? Don't game me.
and
I'm
and
not. It's true.
marinara sauce on it.
Oh,
yeah.
now
Yeah.
marinara sauce. That's your sweet
Yeah,
spot
that's
right there.
fucking delicious.
Yeah, it's just basically a
I've
breaded
gone to all
chicken
my
cutlet
so
with spaghetti sauce.
Olive Garden's my favorite restaurant. But you usually get the same thing when I
Why? I'm trying
Somebody-
to go to sleep and you're making me hungry.
Yeah.
one
Oh
of
my
my-
god, it's Olive Garden.
One of my
Can't talk
friends
about-
ordered chicken parmesan one time, and I was like, oh what? No.
Oh, it's so good.
All right, so
Yeah,
I do have to head out though. It is 11 o'clock for me. Sorry.
ditto.
all right, you
Alright.
guys.
Sorry. Look, my kids get up
It's
at
12
7
for
o'clock.
Drake.
I mean,
All
the
right.
stream has been long enough.
I wonder.
Three and a half hours.
No, we started at 6. It's almost 9, so we did just shy of 3 hours, and I think our record is 3.5, by the way. But we're not gonna do it tonight.
Whatever.
Whatever. You guys are all. All right,
We didn't
so
sign up
No
for
record breaking tonight.
I would like to say a special thank you to the audience for joining us on our fifth.
Sticking
annual-
around.
Yeah, exactly, and good game.
All